Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Role Seekers and the Legend of Nabell. We're a group of local gamers just like you, role play for your enjoyment. My name is Dustin Ritchie, your humble dungeon master, both your best friend and your greatest enemy, and I am joined, as always, by the intrepid Role Seekers!
Yay!
Role Seekers!
We're back!
Da-da-da!
Oh.
It's been a month.
Oh,
Yeah.
Due to illnesses and traveling
and Iceland's.
and Iceland's
And Alaska.
and Alaska's
And Disney.
and Disney's.
Some of us just stayed home.
I worked.
We're back.
A rock.
After all that world traveling. So if this is your first time joining us on Role Seekers, like I said, we are a local group of gamers. Everything you see here is improvised. It is in a homebrew setting. We use the rules we want to. We throw the others out, though we do try to. We do our best.
Yeah.
We do our best. So this is episode 29 of our second campaign. You can find our first campaign on YouTube, and I'm slowly working on getting it back up on Twitch. I was unable to get them uploaded there for a long time, but it's happening again, guys. It's happening. So you can find all of our episodes online. Check out rollseekers.com, Spotify, all that good stuff. We only have a few announcements for tonight. The first is that we do have a season sponsor. That sponsor is Wormwood Gaming Accessories. Wormwood. They provided us with this amazing game screen and all of the wooden accessories that you see around the table, as well as some awesome dice that we've been using the entire season.
Thanks, Wormwood.
Our game sponsor tonight is actually, we've been posting some social media videos, so hopefully you checked those out.
Yeah.
But we have been sponsored by Youtooz. That's Youtooz. If you're watching on Twitch, you'll see it down on the bottom left-hand side. Bottom right-hand side? I'm trying to think. I think it's the right-hand side.
If you
You
point
can edit
both,
that out.
Stay
Yeah,
right
both
or
directions.
the side.
Down here. Okay.
Or
yeah.
here.
No, it's
or here.
bottom left. Bottom
So
left.
anyways,
Okay, Kevin.
so this is a brand new collection that they have out right now. So this is actually a pre-order. So we've been given
Ooh.
yeah, I know. Pre-order, but
Early
they're real. They're in
access.
my hands. They've sent us the Mimic, but we call it the Beer Mimic, and also the Red Dragon, which I am particularly fond of.
It
This
is
guy
so
is
cute.
so cute and fun, and
so
also got
happy.
some snarls and angries. So you can buy that right now, actually, at youtooz.com. You can get the pre-order in. This is their first collaboration with Dungeons & Dragons, Wizards of the Coast. They've done some stuff with Baldur's Gate, but this is their first official D&D collaboration. The only one that we don't have to show you is the Gibbering Mouth, so you can check that one out.
The what?
And we've got 7 here. So.
right here.
Oh man! So they did provide us with an awesome short little ad. Let's go ahead and roll that right now. So I think that ad is super fun, super clever, and please check them out. Get your own Youtooz collectible Dungeons & Dragons figurine. I've got mine. You should get yours.
Now that's a selling point.
Wasn't good. Okay, so that's it for that. So
I'm disappointed that you didn't say like you should get yours.
You
Youtooz. Youtooz can have
But
this.
the English professor of me would have died a small death if he had said that. So thank you for resisting.
The grammarian in me just couldn't do it.
I approve.
All right, everyone, it's Tuesday night. Let's roll some dice.
Oh.
Roll those dice.
Thank
Roll those dice. All right, everyone, let's jump into tonight's game. Our game ended on a cliffhanger like we try to do every game, with the heroes going to the mainland. But before we go there, it's time for a side quest. I'm joking.
Another one.
Another side quest. But we are going to take a step back to do a little bit of before they stepped through the portal, a small scene with Mr. Torin.
So this was the night right before we left. I would like to go to the librarian because I had not had a one-on-one chance for her for some particular reason. I'm not sure.
So you are standing in this, we're calling it the Twilight Temple, the Temple of Twilight. And as you approach inside of this temple that has been unlocked by your use of light, it has unlocked several doors. One of them being a cartographer's studio with a living map of the world that you've discovered thus far, and the other being a living receptacle of information, at least the information that she has been given from books that she has seemingly transcribed into herself, literally pulling the words from the pages. She is actually a shadowless being of light, and she kind of talks in a Cortana sort of way. Torin, you approach her, and she looks at you with a long, deep stare before slightly bowing her head.
You were created by, or you were they?
I am they.
What can you tell me about them? Do you have any information, or was that all erased as well?
I feel it at the tip of my tongue. Memories, words of lost kingdoms and great deeds. Though some of the book's pages still sit in this library, the words are hollow, unfilled. I cannot tell you more, for that knowledge does not exist.
Can you take any information? If I give you books, is that something you can take as part of yourself?
I can.
All right, I'll reach into my bag. I've come across some things that might help us both out, and I will give her. I've got 2 holy books of Eth. There was an earlier version and then a more recent version that I got from the temple at, I think, was it? Yeah, when we visited the temple in the city, I got 2 books, the former and the current Book of Eth. And then I also have Sethus's holy book. Like one of the original holy books of Sethus, and I give those 3 tomes over to her.
She looks down at each one of them, and she puts her hands over them, and as she does, the books flip open, and as they do, the words dissolve off of the pages. Her eyes kind of roll into the back of her head before she looks at you. These teachings are similar to one we called Sethus. This is bastardization.
That's kind of what I got as well. I am a follower of Sethus, and I'm trying to learn more about her, and I can tell you that Eth is some form of... after thousands of years, that's what the idea of Sethus has become.
Your black tome, Sethus, she hands it back to you. Very little is written within the pages. I believe it too has been forgotten. What I can tell you of the pages in Eth is that she seems to be a benevolent version of the god you call Sethus. Be weary of that facade. It seems that this Eth was created in direct juxtaposition against the Tangled One. It seems that every passage that she alludes to the benevolence, her benevolence, is in direct opposition to the calling of the deep. Perhaps this is the musings of those afraid, or there is something darker at work.
I have one more book as well, and several episodes ago, when we were at the Arcanium after it burned down, I went up to the very, very top office, and in the desk I found a purple leather-bound book, probably about the size of a typical chapter book. It's very fancy filigree around the sides, and the edges are all gold and silver and black. I found this book, and it was empty, and then I flip open the cover, and you see writing appear. And you flip through a couple more pages, and some more writing appears, but the book is, as some of these other ones, just incomplete. And above table knowledge, nobody else can read the words that are in this particular book, except for Torin, for some reason. Up until now, this didn't have any words, and it was just completely blank. Do you know anything about what this is, or what it may mean?
May I?
Yeah, I hand it over.
She flips through the pages before shutting it. And she hands it back to you. The words written in this tome were not for my eyes to see. If only you can see the words written within, I believe this may be yours.
Okay, I open it back up, and on the very first page, the scribbles and the words kind of come together, and in the Vayan language, and in an extremely elaborate and almost imperceptibly perfect script, the words come together. It says, "Okay, Torin, time to get your shit together. Your family and your people need you." That's the first page, and as I flip through, it is just musings and writings on Sethis and the magics that she can impart to her followers, and just kind of like a little guidebook of the things that I've known up to this point, at least. And I'll shut the book and I'll put it back in my bag. Well, I need to go get some rest. We're gonna leave for the mainland tomorrow, but I suppose anything we come across, I'll definitely bring back to you, because I think at the immediate moment, you're my best hope at figuring out who I am and where I came from, and if there's any way to get my people back.
She grabs you, actually becoming tangible enough to help you feel her presence. Beware. The closer you get toward the light, the stronger the darkness. Trust not even your own shadow.
I'll go to bed.
It's not ominous.
Yeah, you'll sleep well.
I mean, she got rid of her shadow, so.
Right.
All right, the night would pass without incident. In the morning, each of you stand at the gate, this archway in the water, and as you walk through it, you find yourself poof, like almost like you're just walking through waves and waves of water, until finally, as you like come up against the wall, it's like you're actually coming like horizontally to vertical, like out of water. Again, the scene that you see is that you are at the top of a mountain pass. You stand within the ruins of an old ancient church, likely to either Sethis or Eth. It is completely decrepit, other from the stagnant waters that you are now coming out of, and a somewhat broken archway. As you pull yourself out of the cold, dank waters, you look out and you see a grand landscape. Land that stretches into the horizon until it meets impassable mountains that stretch all the way up to the curtain of clouds that covers the sky. From here, the Athelian's light pierces through the backs of through the clouds and shines against those blade-like mountains. It is stronger here. It fills you with a sense of calming, the same that you saw when you looked upon Piln, but this one is much colder and hollower. The light pierces through the clouds like pinions, like if you were to see light scattered through smoke. And while it paints the land in a kind of golden light, that golden light looks cold and hollow. You see hills and valleys, you see large fields of pastures, but everything has a kind of morose tinge to it. Far to the north, you see the massive plateaus that meet up into a glacier. That's to the northeast. Directly to the north, you see a large castle built into the bedrock of the mountains. These look like they are days, if not weeks, of journeying away. In fact, the glacier plateau looks so far away, you only see like the very tip of it. It looks like it would take you probably weeks to walk there. To the west, to the northwest, you see these impassable mountains, and to the direct west, you see hills, mountains, and rivers that go for as far as you can see until they just kind of meet the horizon, and you do not know what belongs further that direction. Can I get a perception check, please?
You get +1 natural weight.
Why?
Because last
'Cause we have
game
a
was
+1.
was a light game.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yes,
Yep.
it was.
Oh, so we're at +1.
+1.
Okay, well, no.
19.
Mm-hmm.
23.
This is
7.
26.
23.
He's a beat game. So
10.
you are high up into the mountains. What you notice from this direction is all the things that I just described. Directly below, you see what looks like the remains of a small town. Most ominous, you see a windmill slowly turning against an unfelt wind from this presence. The town looks like it is long abandoned, but again, you are far up into the mountains. It would take you at least a full day's journey to go down into this town. From where you're at, you don't see much else. The 26s will notice that there are ruins of what look like Cephas inside of this church, but it looks as though the roads that once led here have all but fallen apart, and the hewn or cobblestones indented into the mountains like pathways look long eroded and slightly unsafe. It looks like people used to walk far up into the mountains to come here. They have not done so in a very long time.
Do we know about how long it's been? Like,
I mean, even the stone has started to erode it.
so like,
a
So
long
like
time.
hundreds of years.
Before we came here and went through the portal, we looked on the map. Like, we knew where we were going, right?
Yeah, because I knew
Whatever
where we were
points.
going, and there are little points of light to,
Okay.
the different portals.
did we know the name of it?
Veklar?
That was the name of the temple.
Oh, is that the name of the temple? Okay.
The rune says Veklar, goes
Yeah.
into archway, takes us through portal to the very top of Tyve.
Okay, so that's where we're at now.
Yeah, the rune
Okay,
is
so
yeah,
we have bearings.
Given the vista we can see, are all the walls collapsed of this place then basically?
The ruins of the it's
the
like
temple.
imagine an ancient medieval ruin that basically is just a few stones sticking
Yeah.
out of the earth.
Because the portal we just came through looks like it's barely standing.
Right. Because we've been in temples like this before, so I'm just sort of there's nothing we see that looks.
This
like
is
those
open
other
air.
Temples.
So yeah,
this
it's
is
open air.
Okay.
Most of the temples you've come to have been built into the mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
This is not.
There's a
So you would know, based off of what you've discovered, Veklar is this point.
Okay.
So you all have access now to the maps and things. Technomancer, if you want to show the map. You all have access to those maps. You may use them. As we reach the mainland, you've been given things over the past course of 29 games. I know it's a lot. Memory is tough even for me. But there might not be as much guiding direction on the mainland. This is up to you.
What do the runes say?
Read them.
I can't read them.
Did you even try?
I'm just assuming that they're the weird stuff that only he can read.
So you watch Aaron go over to the side of the mountain, and he immediately starts picking up like bundles of sticks. There are some small trees growing out of this, and he starts a fire because he looks like he's pretty cold after he came out of the water.
So, do we think it's Kef? That palace way up in the north? Is that Kef?
I mean, I have no.
Where are we? We're just trying to get
Or is
to
the
the door, right?
or is the castle we see beyond the plateaus?
So you see the castle. You believe that would be Kef.
All right.
So, but there's a town before that.
There is a small town.
On the way?
Nope.
No, that's
No,
just
Directly
right
down the
below us.
mountains.
Yeah.
Like,
So if you look at the Gate of Sethus on your map, you are basically directly northeast of it, right in those mountains.
Okay. So basically, right where that little road kind of intersects the mountains, right there.
That's a road, so you'd actually be a little bit further to the east.
In the mountains itself. Okay, gotcha. Alrighty.
Like here.
And the town looks abandoned.
yeah.
Abandoned town.
I mean, you're so far away.
Yeah.
You can't.
We don't know.
You just don't.
Yeah. Well, I think the town is probably our best first stop because from what I know about the mainland, I don't think we should go to a severely populated area right away.
So, do
What
we
about
know,
that castle out there, Aaron?
Do we know where that big guy with the chains, like where they come from?
Did I saw the little sigil that the priest was holding up as he was approaching the gate when the guy came through. Do I have any point of reference for what that symbol or may have been?
I think your best bet to know exactly where they would lie with Bjorn.
Or Whisper is supposed to kill him?
Or Aaron.
No, like where this location is.
Bjorn,
You just
where-
asked where the location is.
Yeah, Bjorn, where would that chain guy have come from?
Well, DM.
Do we have full access to that?
There's
Like,
a-
is
isn't there a
this
s-
map basically what we saw
So
I believe the map
on the globe?
is what you see on the globe.
So, but
So
we
we-
don't know the names of things, but there is like the city of the Iron Chain.
The chained fortress.
right.
Yeah,
to the
but
west.
Trevor would know that.
I would know about the fortress, but I would also know that the chain was pretty well spread throughout the mainland.
25 years ago.
25 years ago when they came to Norn. They were very powerful. So they had basically taken over almost the entirety of the mainland to combat the plague.
So if they find us, they're gonna want to do all that weird stuff to us, correct?
They will
Do
certainly
they
attempt
do
to
they
murder
chain
us.
everyone, or like only if you're bad?
I believe the chain is more like an ideology, and they carry physical chains as a form of
Okay, so they don't like
Some-
actually.
It's like a layered metaphor.
like an onion.
It's like the metaphor is the chain, but let's carry some too. Symbolism.
Symbolic
Like if we
metaphors.
follow the
Semiotics.
laws of the
Kumbaya.
land.
How do you know
Are we
about the
good?
chain?
Well, we've encountered a few.
Well, I don't know.
Just from everything
I
that
will-
Bjorn's
I mean, we fought that guy. He had a huge chain, and he kept like swinging it around, and then like their minds would like
I'm just
melded
trying
into
to
the
see if
eye.
anyone knows anything else about them. You guys are from here.
And
Bjorn's from here.
if we
Well,
happen,
Ty.
But Bjorn fled.
if we
Bjorn is a coward.
if we
Yeah, I thought that would get you.
if we happen to run across anyone, we have no choice but to talk to them. We have to assume that we cannot trust them. Again,
Well,
this is from 25 years ago.
I'm not gonna trust anyone.
But why did we trusted you guys?
That's true. It
Well,
did work out
you know,
that way. Didn't
Did
it?
we really have a choice?
Because we were in Gavra, not the mainland. The mainland that was completely occupied.
And we
by-
trusted you, Bjorn, and we never got to Andros.
I mean,
I trusted her, and she's from like the land of the dead.
would you like
The
to have-
fire bursts to life as Aaron worms his hands.
Yeah, what time of day is it? Is it morning? Like,
It's
we left-
morning.
Are we
Okay.
trying to lay low, or are we gonna just like burn a fire?
I'm just trying to get warm. I
So-
didn't bring a change of clothes.
You need better armor.
I go in my bed.
So with the ruined village is in a different direction from Kef.
It looks like directly below the mountain. It's slightly to the west,
Okay.
but it's not heading toward.
I grab out of my bag the.
There are likely other villages on the way towards Kef. Like you're seeing just
Yeah.
a sprawling map, and I want to say, if you'll remember, if you're looking at that map, to Gavra to the Shattered Isles took about a week by boat. So these are vast distances.
Yeah.
In fact, I mean, it's likely that on a normal curvatured world, you wouldn't be able to see Kef, but if you'll remember, time goes on. It is.
I'm gonna
Flat Tyve.
I'm gonna reach into my bag. Is Aaron still wearing his wet clothes?
You're wrong.
Yeah.
And I pull out the white cape thing that I sewed a long time ago with that fabric I bought. I mean, I don't have clothes for you to wear, but here.
I think, is it a cape?
Yeah, it's like a cape, but
Do you think I'll look good in it?
I'm gonna try it on.
Most of my clothes are like a tan. It's a little ostentatious.
I
I rather
wouldn't-
like it.
I wouldn't have normally bought white, but that's what they gave me.
And it's all after a Memorial Day, so I think you can get away with it. No, before. What are the rules? I don't know. I
What's
think
a Memorial Day?
it's when we remember. I think that. I think we're better off. I think we should make for that castle. It's like my old grandma always said. Why would you spend time in a place where you don't expect you're going to find anything? And if you look at that village down there, it looks like they've. I don't see what we find there, but that castle.
Is that village? We probably got to go down the mountain and go through that village.
Is it on the way? We'll have to go through that village one way or
You
another.
do not have to go through the village, but you'll probably have when you go down, you don't know where the mountain path leads because it's eroded.
So we just have to try and. Pick
but
our way
we
through.
have to. It's at the bottom of the mountain, and I'm guessing we have to get down. So.
Well, we have to use our pitons.
You can
Maybe.
use that. There's a
Jump.
eroded walkway you could try to get down. You
Wait,
can
wait,
spend
wait,
time
can we
clearing
read-
it out.
No.
Can we read this ruin first?
Let me look.
I go try to read it.
Were there
I
any
think it's
actual words still? Or are they all?
They're pretty eroded.
If we don't have a
You can't read it, Veer.
I can kind of read some of it.
if we don't have a known heading of where we want to go, we could go to Norn first.
Well, where's the light? Aren't we just trying to get to this light?
I mean, the light is on
Yes.
the light is on the other side of those mountains.
I agree.
So,
Light.
we need to go that way. Where's Norn? And
Norn-
is anyone still there?
I'd
If anyone
point.
could get to the light, it would be my brother, so I'm thinking he's probably there.
I'm
already.
thinking he's not here.
I'm thinking he probably is. Veer hasn't been
I
anywhere
don't want
else.
to be the naysayer here, but I thought we were a scouting party for the rest of the group. Are we just going to head weeks to Norn and to hell to everyone else? It seems to be our MO, so not totally against
We
it.
can't really scout from this mountain. We need to go somewhere.
Yeah, with keeping that in mind, if we're just kind of getting a lay of the land, I think going to the castle would probably be a good idea, but I would like to stop in the village on the way there, just in case they have some knowledge that maybe we should go
where's
to
our
that particular
where's our
castle.
ship?
or-
Just a reminder, the castle looks like it's like a week away.
No,
It'll
but
be a
where's our
void.
ship? Do we need to look?
Oh, we do need to look for a port, right? Or
Oh, I think they're gonna have to come through
there's
the
gonna have
portal.
to come through the portal.
Yeah.
That's
Should
a
we
lot
just
of
go back
people.
and say, "Come through"?
Why don't we go to the village? We can check that out, survey the damage, and we can make our way back up. That way
We
we're
could, we
just
could send Nana to the back.
It would be a good idea to tell them in some way to set up a camp around here.
Yeah, but where they're at right now is so nice.
We could call it Mountain Camp.
Mountain Camp 1.
Well,
I
what
mean-
what would be the point of building a camp just on the other side of the door of another camp?
Of a nice camp.
Yeah.
Then the doors are always open.
No, they're always open. Now they're open.
What we have is a conduit. You want both sides of the conduit to be open.
Well, can't anybody open it just by
You just walk through it.
saying the word?
I don't think
But what if somebody closed it? I mean, it doesn't look quite nice, and you see a rock fall off of the archway.
Yeah, maybe should we stabilize it?
I'll walk over to it.
I wouldn't touch it.
I haven't touched it.
I wouldn't touch it, no.
Does it can I see how bad
Yeah.
how badly it's decrepit?
What do you want to roll for that?
Like an investigation. Sure. 21.
It's not great. You notice that all the other side of the archway is completely fallen into the water. The only rune that is still ignited is it's flickering slightly. You would assume that leads to the temple.
Does it look like there's a way that we could just like steady it? No.
I'd like to. Can I just try going around the edge and use mending to see if like some of the rocks that are cracked, maybe I can just kind of like seal in the cracks and stuff like that, just to.
Some of that happens.
I mean, what did they say? Did they just
Some of
want
the
us to
rocks
make
that
sure
come
the
out of the
portal
water.
wasn't like a death trap?
I think that we needed to make sure that the mainland didn't implode upon itself, that the chain didn't just have a massive army waiting out in the fields.
Maybe we should just tell them to come now.
And that-
Because like it's a long way down.
How about this? First step, we determine what we are doing. Why are we here? What do we need to find? What is our next step?
So we've got. I know you're looking for something. I'm trying to find my destiny, which I think is bigger than a bread box, but I won't know it until I see it. And then
Are you gonna kill that guy?
do you know? I don't think you know
Didn't
that.
you tell us all?
I don't
I don't
think I
think so.
told anybody.
Who did you? When did you talk about it?
He hasn't.
I haven't told anyone in the party
Who did? Did you ask something about? You asked the librarian about the necklace.
about the dagger.
But it was a different. Yeah.
Just about the
Just
dagger.
about the dagger.
Yeah.
Redacted.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's all secret. And what was the name? That the girl. Help me.
Abigail.
No,
Abby? Wait, which one?
the god who wants to find the cure for her
Sandra.
Oh.
Sandra.
Sandra.
Sandra. So she wants to come through to find out what help her queen.
Yeah, I think we should just tell them to come.
She might want to come, but maybe we should explore the village first before we bring her through. Because what if there's like, we have bad luck with villages.
It could be cannibals.
We could probably burn it.
We could burn it.
Could be cannibals.
Let's
They
go to the
could have raided
village. Hopefully we could camp down there, make our way up tomorrow. We'll be back in base by tomorrow night.
Yep. That way we get a good idea of what's a local, and then know whether or not that it's relatively safe for other people just kind of hang out. All right. So down to the town and then check it out and then back up.
So looking at the path,
We're-
the old path, like how dangerous does it look?
Survival.
Elena, will you come look at this?
Or I should say, is it the most? It's the
7.
safest way down.
What am I looking at?
Does it look like we can just walk down this?
Got a 20.
You believe that if you just
22.
walk down, it's a slipping hazard. It looks like water has eroded it smooth, and it would be dangerous to just walk down.
No, you
you gotta
don't
slide.
think that we can just walk down this.
What if we just sat down and like just slid down?
I think that you would hurt your butt very bad.
So I do have pitons and rope, and I'm pretty good at climbing. I could try and build like a rope.
We have a very old man,
I'm not that old.
Remember, he's like 17.
I'm
but his
23.
body's not.
All right, everyone. Positive movement. All right. Yes statements only. That's a brilliant idea.
I also
Okay,
have
let me
it.
say this. This was a very good idea, but these two recently just got their arms grown back.
Yeah, so
I
we don't
feel
need to
great.
worry about that.
So-
No, but like, what if they're not like strong enough to hold themselves up?
I feel.
I don't know. Here, Normandy, and I'm gonna try to arm wrestle him
I'm.
with your new arm.
How many are you gonna get down on the ground?
Yeah.
Right?
4.
8.
No, he's good.
Well, maybe we just use rope to tie them to secure them in case they slip and fall and they won't die.
Yeah, but like.
I climbed a few times when I was much younger, and that's what we used to do. We
I would
tie
hope
a
those
rope-
muscles aren't just for show.
I think my thinking
We call it
is
old man strength.
valid. Bjorn. Like,
What do you
your arm was chopped off,
What
and
do
then
you-
it was regrown.
What-
Like, I've seen some pretty magical things, but
Everybody, this is some slippery rocks. If somebody falls and cracks their head, I can help. Let's just go.
And tie ourselves off.
Exactly.
We can tie ourselves off.
Unless you have a different plan.
I'm gonna.
Can one of you use your magic to like brush the rocks into not
Or
smooth
fly
rocks?
us down there.
That could be prestidigitated, I
nature.
believe, but I can't do anything like
not
that.
nature-based magic.
I'm gonna work with you to help.
There are other elves that do that. They're weird.
I volunteer Bjorn to go first.
I second that.
No, I should go in the back.
So when you fall, you take all of us out on the way down?
No, because I'm the biggest.
Yeah, so you take us all down.
Yeah, so you should go first to see how it,
So you
how it
can
works.
catch us if we fall.
Yeah, there we go.
What if I go down first? I'll put in a rock, tie a rope to it. You've got the rope. Come on down, holding onto the rope. Tie it around your waist if you need to.
Are you as good at this as unlocking doors?
I'm better.
Okay, good.
You're better?
Climbing, yeah. It's my specialty.
You go first.
Guys,
Torin, second to last, and I am last.
Sounds good. Let's go.
All right, and I'm going to tie things off. So I'm going down, rope, pitons. I'm tying them down. Can I use acrobatics?
Yes, sir.
All right, this first is an 18.
So yeah, you even without the pitons, you are balanced as you head down the slippery rocks.
Ching, 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 ching. All right, make your way down carefully. Only walk where I walked.
I'll go.
Yep.
And as we make an assembly line of the pitons, I'm gonna grab the last one, and we can start passing them
12.
forward.
You make it. Fine, I'll go. Don't give away this.
Oh, we were all
One.
okay.
We're rolling.
This isn't really.
Are we? Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Acrobatics.
Haha, nat 20.
Nat one.
Die.
So Aaron was next, and he just
Immediately.
slides like.
Can I grab him?
He's
me
tied
too.
off. Are you now
We're
one
all
too?
we're all
Yeah.
tied off together.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead. I mean,
Can
he's-
your nat one make me fall? Because I was after you?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
So the two of us start to fall. Oh shit!
Can I just grab one of them?
Go ahead.
Like, try to?
Well,
What is that?
I nat
Athletics?
20, so I can.
You're at the end though, so.
7.
So we gotta all the way down.
Huh? What?
What is it? Is it athletics or acrobatics?
No, you have to do a
strength.
reflex save, dexterity saving throw.
Oh, then 13.
So I don't think you're fast enough to stop it. So the two of us are starting to fall.
Can I try?
Shit! I have a piton though. A piton.
Oh, I was trying to grab them once they slid down by us because I'm already down there.
Yeah, you're not quick enough.
As we're falling, can I like grab one of my pitons? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Go ahead, let's a strength check to get the piton into the wall. I don't think Aaron has a piton. Piton.
It's pronounced P-tan.
16.
Yeah, so you jam yours in. He's going, so he's going to pull on your rope and your rope. So let's do opposing strength checks.
Good.
Me too.
Oh, 16.
He's going to roll at disadvantage. Oh, straight 15s plus his strength.
24.
So you're just adding your athletics is what you're adding.
16.
He rolled a 17.
24.
24. So you grab him. So okay, so he pushes. You start to slide. You grab him. You stabilize. Well, I'm really sorry, everyone, but I did warn you that I didn't feel comfortable about this plan of attack.
It'll be fine. Just take your time, nice and slow.
When we come back, we can tell the
we just
pirates
take
to make
20?
it safe.
Now I'm all embarrassed.
Stand up like no one saw.
Can we take 20?
Yeah, I think we need to take 8 hours.
1.
I don't even know how long it is.
You take a 20?
He said it'll take us
Yeah.
a day to get there.
Yeah.
Right, so
You take 20.
All right.
Slowly but surely, you make your way down the first leg of the mountain. After about 20 minutes, you all find yourself at the bottom. You've tied off, and you do notice that the rocks give way to a small, like, this is super old. Imagine like an ancient temple, but you do see some rocks embedded into the mountainside that looks like you could walk down them.
That looks better.
still heading towards the village. Same drill? I could go
We
first.
for a little bit until the
Does this
road
look
gets better.
dangerous? Oh.
You guys would have to kind of scoot your way around. You take another 20?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to be careful.
Okay, you guys continue to be super careful. After about an hour passes, you come to a small, like an outcropping, and the path gets wider. You've, for those of you who have pitons, you're using them up. So I don't know how many everyone has.
Now, okay, so I believe we're gonna do an assembly line where,
So the
as
last
I'm the
person, you
last
could pull
person,
it.
I can pull them because there's gonna be multiple that people are kind of hooking onto and pulling.
But then you have to do it on the way back up. Are you sure you want to do that?
Well, yeah, because we don't
We'll
have
need 'em.
we don't have
Yeah.
200
So he'll have to-
pitons to make a chain all the way up.
Yeah, so we'll have to drive him in on
Well,
the
you
way
have
back
mine too.
Like we're traveling for several
I'm
hours.
just
We don't
meaning,
have.
like,
Yeah.
okay.
up. Yeah, you'll have to collect them on the way.
Okay, perfect. So after about an hour, you have collected all your pitons. I can't pronounce it.
Patons.
I like
Pitons, the pitons, and you now reach an
Yeah, you get it.
It leads down. Piton.
Les pitons, les
I just like the fact
How
that you
The pitons.
Les pitons, les pitons. Hee 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 ha.
That bears no resemblance to any licensed product. Oh, I don't like the sound of this.
What would you like to do, everyone?
We're at the bottom.
You're at the bottom of, like, you're on an outcropping of the mountain.
And
The path gets larger.
Oh, like
still
okay.
heading towards the village.
Can we just walk normally then?
Okay.
Marching order.
Can we walk like side by side?
Mm-hmm.
We'll just do two.
I'll go ahead and I'll go first. I'll lead.
Oh, now you'll go first.
I'm sticking with Aaron since I saved his ass bones.
Who's going with Bjorn?
I'll be up front with Bjorn, and as I'm walking, I'm gonna put that makeup back on. That I haven't had in a while.
Oh, that's smart.
I'm just taking up the back.
Hello.
So if you two want to walk,
I'll
I'll
stay in
just,
the middle.
yeah, I'll just walk behind Normandy and whisper.
You're going to travel down the mountain. It's going to take you about, I think the whole journey is going to take you about 3 hours to get from the top of the mountain down. You get down right about what would be around 11 or noonish. And as you reach the bottom, you come out of the mountains. Like you walk out and you enter into a dense forest. It looks like evergreens. It doesn't look like it goes super deep in, but as you come out, you notice that there is a pathway leading toward the village. You could go through the trees, avoiding the village entirely, but if you continue, you will likely reach the village in about 10 minutes.
Can I check the path to see if it looks traveled?
Sure.
Or just as... that's only going to be a 12.
So you do not see that it looks traveled, but you do notice pink roses growing along the sides of what looks like an uncultivated path. It doesn't look like this has been trod by anything, and yet the grass grows low here, and roses grow along the sides.
Like it's almost like gardened or something.
What?
Oh, Alina, you just said you were a nature elf. What was this?
Excuse you.
I think that's what you said.
I said that those are weird. Anyways. What? I can sense, though. I am a ranger. Thank you very much.
Right.
So do your thing.
I am.
What's up
I
with
can
this?
track, but I can't track nature. I can track bees.
Hey, look, it's flowers! And Aaron picks one of them.
Don't touch
Oh, it's just
anything.
a flower.
Have I?
Don't smell right there, and he throws it back down.
Have I seen?
Can I
anything
go?
like
I want to
this?
go over and look at them
Knowledge history.
since I deal with like poisons and stuff.
This one can do weird things. I can. Oh, I'm gonna get down. I should.
Is this a nature or survival or an
are you doing?
investigation? I want to look at them and see if there's any resemblances to like some of the mushrooms
Knowledge
or
nature.
poisons. 8.
You're not sure.
How's Ernan looking?
He didn't. He just picked the flower.
Does it
he
smell-
smelled it and he threw it. He
He
doesn't
seems
say.
okay.
Does it
Alright.
smell weird?
Yeah.
For future reference, just in case something happens to be poisonous, instead of smelling it first, try rubbing it on your arm. And if you have a reaction, it's better than breathing it in and then poison in your lungs.
What are you talking? I was smelling a flower.
Just be careful here. There's
We're in.
Doop doop. I take out one of my little jars and put on my glove and just boop, boop, and take
So I'm not allowed to touch the flowers here in the mainland. Great place.
weird pink flower.
What is the terrain here?
It's grassy,
So we're in
rocky and
grassland.
grass.
Grassland. Perfect.
And then I grab two flowers.
You know, I wonder if the librarian can identify things like
Fauna.
that. I mean, if she has a full repertoire of books.
What
in her
about that
tote.
strange man who lives down in who's taken up all of the underbasement places? Ilk, I think his name is.
Yeah.
Or
I'm gonna
maybe-
use my
Maybe you
primeval
can
awareness.
write
Four.
about
The
it.
description of it,
As an
yeah.
action, I can expand one of my ranger slots to sense whether any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile or within up to 6 miles, or if I am in my favored terrain, which is grassland.
Don't believe so.
No, nothing.
Oh, should we just follow the road then? Right into the town?
I think so.
So where these flowers are, what's like past them?
A forest.
Okay.
How is the atmosphere compared to when I fled 25 years ago? Like, does the Athelion, the light still look the same? Does it look more? It's like that. Hasn't changed much.
Yeah, it's only been 25 years.
Okay.
So maybe a little bit hollower, but
Okay, but it's not really perceivable. Okay.
There are no beasts.
Nothing-
Nature, I can't say for the flora.
I don't know. I just will take it.
you
with
said
us.
fiends and stuff, not beasts.
Well, that's what I meant.
Okay, just
Yeah,
making sure.
Yeah.
I know a bit of the flowers and roots and things like that here, and I haven't seen those flowers before. That's why I suggested just be careful.
We get it, Bjorn. You've been here before.
All right, let's just head into the village, see what we see.
Do you want me to go in back again?
No, by all means, keep tally forth, sally forth.
Before he even finishes, I'm walking.
So Aaron comes over to you, whisper. I just want. Do you notice that Bjorn's been a little tense against me recently?
I think he means well, and I think he's right. We shouldn't go touching things. We've never been here.
I feel like he's been antagonistic.
You feed into this bullshit.
I think we've all been under a lot of pressure. Let's have
we
a
should
little bit
just-
of grace. A little bit of
just
grace to each
We
other.
should just keep going.
Yeah,
Maybe he's jealous of you.
I get that a lot.
I have heard people get quite annoyed at
It's the
people
key.
that they're jealous at.
You people are the worst.
I think honestly that might be it.
I mean, what's there not to be jealous about?
I have a new cape.
He doesn't.
He's a drug addict.
Wow.
Just an old man with mushrooms. I don't.
I'll keep that in mind. I'll try to be more understanding.
Try to be more teaching to him.
I'll try to take him under my wing.
Under your... Annan, what about under your cape?
Normandy gets it.
We keep going.
You're doing a good job, Bjorn.
Papa loves you.
Okay, you head toward the town. Takes you about 10 minutes and at the end you notice there's an archway that looks like it's made of intertwined sticks and different twigs. It looks like a marriage, like somebody would get married under. You notice that it's made with larger, thicker sticks too, but as you get near, it does not have that beautiful facade that something you would get married under would. This looks like, the best way I would describe it is witchcraft. It looks like there are, you notice that there are small like wick dolls placed in it.
He's setting
and
us up for
it looks like it is
Blair Witch Project.
it looks like it's a shrine of some sort, but you notice that the roses go right up to it and kind of crawl up it as though the forest kind of funnels toward this this arch.
This kind of looks
Do
like.
I hear a goat bleeding in the back? Black Phillip?
This kind of looks like what we use for some of our like mating ceremonies.
So this is not a good place for us to be, essentially.
It's kind of beautiful in a eerie way.
I mean, obviously they have some craft.
I mean, this
In the distance, bokeh out as you're looking at the archway, you see the windmill slowly turning.
Okay, the windmill's just never good. Like windmills are never good.
The last time we met a windmill, I
happened
got
to you at
killed
a
by a
windmill?
big deceased bear.
I have fireball. I'm gonna blow it up.
What happened?
Not now.
What happened to you at a windmill?
Huh?
What happened to you
They're
at a
eerie, aren't
windmill?
they?
Yeah, they are.
What happened? What happened to him at a windmill?
So you see that there are several small houses. They are covered in thatch, and they look to be made of weak wood.
Dirty thatch.
Dirty thatch.
Oh, is that?
Outside, you see a couple of kids actually playing. They look like they're in like old Amish attire, and standing in a small garden patch, you see a woman she's in all drab clothes, but she has this crown of like pink flowers on her head, and she's hoeing what looks like weeds out of the garden. The kids are laughing, but it doesn't quite sound right.
So how far can they see us?
They're not undead?
Maybe we should like.
Those are one of
should
my
we
things.
just go up and talk to them, or
Yeah.
maybe sneak up there?
I think they're just people. We
They're just
came here to
messed up
find people.
Okay, I'm just gonna let you know that I'm able to track a lot of weird things. And I couldn't track them. So I think these are just some messed up people.
Why are they
Why are
messed
they
up?
messed up?
Yes. They're just farmers.
Look at them.
I mean, when you live in the city, you get used to seeing a lot of different kinds of people.
Are they plagued?
Oh, they don't look plagued. We didn't see a sign of plague, do we?
Would you like to really
Yeah.
take a look?
So I guess we're gonna, I'm gonna stare. Look
Yeah.
carefully. 17?
You see grass stains on their mouths.
Like they've been eating the grass. Eating grass. Or kale.
Or kale. Lettuce.
Yep.
Lead? Do they have like lead poisoning from their hat?
So,
Flowers.
how much do I actually know about the plague? Because they kind of kept away from the barbarian villages, so I didn't have a ton of
So
interaction.
your
with it.
people, based on the way you've played your character, were pretty
Isolated.
draconian with the plague. Like they killed anyone who had it.
Right. Do we know what it looked like? Like
You've
when we
seen.
came
I mean,
across it.
I mean, from what we've described thus far.
Okay.
Maybe these flowers have a medicinal purpose.
Normandy, can't you sense supernatural powers?
No. I can sense magic.
Right, try that.
Bjorn, do
I
you
think
know?
we have to like sit here for a few minutes.
Yeah, do you know anything
Oh,
about
one
these
at-
people?
Like 10 minutes.
Is this some kind of like faith?
If I were to
Ritually
guess,
cast.
yes. The mainland is
One
very
action on
vast.
plus
There's
10
many
minutes.
different cultures here.
But that won't take.
This
the
could
spell
be
slot
just
if you cast it that way.
some
You wish you had
druidism
something.
that they have concocted on their own. So, some sort of
As you stand
Magic.
near the archway talking, and you look up, the children are gone, as is the woman.
I believe she heard
Any
us.
spell that
No, they
has-
can't even see us. We're
when
so
you go
far.
Back, if it has
telling you what
like,
happened.
Maybe they weren't really.
that means it
I
can be
think we
ritual
just go in.
cast. So,
So you
on
can spend
top
10
of
minutes.
whatever the casting time is, you can add 10 minutes onto
Yeah,
it.
I
And then you won't
agree.
use a spell slot.
We also
So if
need
you
to
just
find
sit
out
here
if
for 10
anything-
minutes.
these
Yeah,
people
so
are
anything
loyal,
with the ritual next
loyal
to
to
it,
the
you
chain
can
or
spend
not.
an extra 10
Right.
minutes to cast it, and it won't use
And
any
maybe they
magic
can tell us
spell
what's
slot.
been
Yeah,
happening.
but you have to have 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
I think we just go in.
Just go in.
Where are we going?
To go see
Can
talk
I
to the people.
investigate like the? You said there's dolls.
Mhm.
Can I like investigate this thing a little bit more?
Sure.
19.
They look like small dolls of children, but you're not 100% sure that that could. It could also be that these are dolls of those who have died.
They're just people.
Yeah. Veer, do you want to take point on this? She kind of has your vibe.
If
Do the dolls have like any like real hair or anything on them?
they have real hair, and not like the straw.
Does the entire structure have a bunch
so-
of thorns on it, or no? It does? Okay.
I know that's not normally how this works, but I'm gonna try to like touch the hair of the one of the dolls
What are you doing?
and just like focus on my like threads of life ability
What are you doing?
to see if there's like any sense of anything over here.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Let her cook.
What are you doing?
Oh, so she's allowed to touch the hair dolls, but I get yelled at when I pick the flower.
I don't know what that shit is.
That could
pointing
be
at the
poisonous
doll.
too, honestly.
It could be, but I'm more scared of
I
the
have a
flowers than
glove
that
on.
doll.
Yeah, but
You're
the flowers
afraid,
are
Bjorn.
also...
It's going to be all right.
Bjorn, I put my gloves on.
A little bit
I'll
of fear
protect
tends
you.
A little bit of fear tends to keep people
I
alive.
can keep you under my cape if you are frightened.
And
a foot and a half taller than him.
Would you like my cape?
You know what? Yes.
She'll hand it to you.
I didn't give that to you.
And he winks at you, Normandy.
I did.
I'm warm now.
Thank you.
You don't understand how badly I want this to be a continuing subplot.
I put it on, but it like barely comes to the small of my back.
He's not a tiny person.
No, Bjorn is like that big though.
Yeah, I just love the idea of Ernan nurturing Bjorn, but Bjorn having no idea what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it's great.
So I think maybe these are
Did you write it down?
my
write
best
it down.
guess is that these are either dolls of children that they've cursed, or maybe like dolls of children who have died from the plague.
Like a memorial.
Yeah, because it's
They
that
could
day.
have a day. Yeah,
It's
that's
that
right.
day, right?
That's great.
I'm surprised
Wait,
we don't
what?
do that. That's my best guess just from looking at these. Like
The time
that's what I
slowly
would
drips
do.
away as you continue to stand.
Excuse me,
do
ma'am.
that?
Yeah, we're
Can
walking
you
in.
No,
can you
but
tell
like-
me what these dolls are about?
Good.
She's gone. They have to go
He's
study.
gone.
Oh, I thought the children were just gone. Not
No,
her. Okay,
they're both.
never mind.
Okay,
All right.
so we're just gonna head towards the thing.
About what time is it?
About 11 o'clock.
Ah.
So we're walking into the village.
Did you add color to your
Perfect.
tattoo?
As you walk into the... Jeez,
Sorry.
Fine. As you walk in, the rafters to the windows just kind of... Until finally one of the doors opens and you see the woman come out. But at this time you're seeing the front of her. Her eyes look sunken in as though she has starved for some time. Her skin loosely hangs to her frame, and in her hand she carries like a rake. She takes a hobbled step out, looking at you, before she looks over at the archway that you just came in. She doesn't say anything, but you can tell that even though she looks frail, she's ready to attack.
Hi. We are visiting and are not meaning to harm anyone, and we're hoping we could talk to you.
Yeah, we're just peaceful travelers. We're hoping to get some information, and I pull out just some kind of. I'm assuming we have some kind of food.
Yeah, we.
Like we're just carrying around. I offer her like some bread.
She looks. Her focus goes into the bread.
Take a bite of
Yeah, I
it.
hand it
Take a
over.
bite of it.
Oh, okay. I'll take some and I'll eat it. It's all right.
She kind of motions to like put it on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I put it on the ground, then I step away.
She slowly walks down and sinks down and picks it up before she walks back toward the door and puts it inside, and someone else takes it.
I want to. Now that so we're kind of at the village now. I
Yeah.
want to just. Can
There's
I?
there's like 6 houses in the windmills.
Does it look like there's any, like farm? Like, are they growing any?
It
food?
looks like they're growing dust.
Is there smoke coming in from any chimneys?
Mhm.
3, 4, all?
So you see the one from the building you're in. There's one catty corner, like the second building to the left.
Okay.
The rest do not seem to have.
And they all
any
look
fire.
just human, right?
Yeah, but they look gaunt.
Can you understand us?
maybe we can give you some more stuff in exchange for talking. Are you sick?
She goes to talk, and it's like she hasn't drank. It's like that dusty, she kind of coughs out some dust.
Is there like a? I'll just.
I have a water skin.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
pull.
She looks at it too, but she doesn't look like she's going to come near you.
Take a drink and put it on the
Just
ground.
throw it.
Water.
It falls at her feet, and she kind of puts her foot on it and pushes it back, but she doesn't reach down to grab it.
Are you sick?
She points over at the archway.
Does that protect you?
Where did you come from?
The mountains.
Yeah, we came from the shore, just on the other side of the mountains.
She looks up at the mountains. No. We don't go to the mountains. Not here.
Why?
Where are you from?
I look at you.
Well, I'm
Norn?
I was a long time ago the chief of Norn over in the Starin Woods. We were very isolated, but that is where I lived, on the other side of the Iron Lake.
Shadows. We don't go into the shadows. You best keep moving.
Yeah, we'll be happy to. We don't mean to disturb you, but can you tell us of any particular dangers in the area, or if you know anything about the castle of Kef beyond there, of the people who reside?
You'd sooner dig your own grave. Unless you don't like the blood within your own bodies.
I like my blood.
Are they dangerous then?
Could we possibly stay in your little town for the night, and maybe we can help you in exchange for you just letting us stay here? And we could maybe just talk.
We could lend a hand around here.
She doesn't look like she could possibly trust you. Like, it doesn't look like it's within her.
What do you have to lose?
Our lives.
Oh, well, we don't want that. It's not really like your time.
Oh, well, like it's kind of her.
What's happened here? How do you live?
We do all right.
At this point, I will just kind of. How close are we to her?
I don't know, like 10 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Can
I found it.
can I come closer to you?
She just kind of grips the...
What does the archway keep out?
dead.
I'm gonna turn around and kind of hide behind Bjorn for a minute, and I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on the area. So she needs to make a Charisma saving throw.
I think Helena needs to make a charisma
what does it
saving
need to
throw
be?
too.
15.
She rolled a 16.
God damn it.
So does she know?
She...
It's the whole area, though? Or just her?
For a 20-foot radius sphere.
Oh my god.
Did we all have to make it?
Yeah. I mean, if you can.
I choose to
I'm pretty
fail.
calm.
What
yeah,
is
I'm
it?
pretty calm.
I'm exactly the same.
It does not say anything about her knowing that I cast this spell.
Okay.
One person failed it.
Okay.
19.
I just wanna. I'm gonna walk a few feet closer to her. Is she?
Please leave. We've given everything.
We
To who?
don't want to take anything. We just don't know a lot about this place, and we want to learn. We just want knowledge.
They promised they'd bring back food. They promised. They took our children.
Who promised and when?
I don't remember.
You
She drops the weapon at this point. Please leave.
You still have your children. Are those children yours?
There are no children here. She reaches down for the weapon.
Do you need food?
Yes.
I'm gonna grab a banana.
Yeah, I would donate some.
Is
rations.
there?
And I'm
Here,
gonna-
how about this? Is there like a water barrel or something nearby?
Who are the children?
Or just like, okay, I'm going to go over to that, and I'm going to take out that that purple leather-bound book, and I'm going to spend just a little bit of time, and specifically that amount of time is absolutely no time at all. So this,
Silver thing?
any water barrels that I see within the area just all completely fill up.
You using create water?
And also, I don't know, I'll put down if there's like a table or a blanket, and then also just 45 pounds of food just appears as well. Wow. I create food and water.
Like in front of her?
At this point, she drops her blade. She lets out a scream, and even though it's obvious that they are supposed to remain hidden, two children come rushing out behind her and run toward the food. What is it? She screams, "Don't eat it!"
Hey,
It's okay. Just don't eat too fast.
I'll take some, and I'll
Really?
eat it, and I'll drink some of the water. It's safe. I don't think
Wait.
we've given you any reason to distrust
at
us
this
so
point, I've
far.
gotten I've walked up to her with the banana in my hand, but and I'm gonna try to just put my hand on her and be like, "Hey, it's good. It's good food." And will she let me touch her?
That's good.
And then I'm gonna just try to threads of life and see if I can tell if she's
She's starving to death.
okay.
You have children here.
They need food.
They haven't taken them yet. Let us help you.
Maybe she has more children.
Do you have more children?
They've been taking our children. Do you have more?
Can we take
These
your
ones
children?
are not enough. At this, hearing the clamor, one of the door opens to the other, and you see an old man come walking out. He looks like his late 60s, long gray beard. What's this?
A gift. We don't want anything out of you and your people outside of maybe just some conversation, just some information. If you really don't want us here, we'll leave. We'll leave peacefully. But I provided some food and water. I understand you and your people are hungry. We mean no ill intent. We're just travelers. And I step back away from the food.
He comes walking down, and he picks up like a thing of bread. He slowly bites into it. Why? Why would you help us?
Why shouldn't we?
Is there a reason not to help you?
It's the information. That's why we're helping.
Oh, that too, right?
So at this, Aaron seems like he's taken aback. And he'll lean over to you, whisper. Is this what the mainland's like everywhere? All
I don't know, but it sounds like something was done to these people. I think we gotta find out who these blokes are who took the children and promised to come back.
They're just starving.
But somebody was here. Somebody did this to them.
You're not listening, Bill. If they're taking the children, she managed to hide hers. Where are we going? We're going back to tell Xanfa. Xandra, sorry. We're not going to her. We have a safe place. Let's take them with us.
What if they're sick? She coughed.
Yeah, so in exchange for all of this great food, what are these flowers?
She looks and
Pretty.
yeah, pretty. They guard the path to the mountains.
What's so wrong with the mountains?
She looks like she's starting to break, but she doesn't really want to tell you anything.
She could be useful. She's hiding information. She's too starved to give us anything
How
right
about,
now.
how about we all eat lunch? And then
One day isn't going to help her. She's starving. She needs to come with us. And if there's any chance that they come and take her kids, she's not going to give us anything.
She has a plague.
Well, then we deal with it when we deal with it.
I don't think there is no dealing with it. The dealing with it is
why people aren't
killing
killing
them.
I assume we're having this conversation on the side.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm whispering.
Did you plant the flowers?
Yes.
How do they protect you? What do they do?
Earth's.
You said that the flowers keep out the dead?
No, the archway does.
The archway?
But they're from Eth?
How at night do the dead rise and come here? What do you mean?
Night of the living dead.
She grabs her children and starts to head back toward the door. Just leave!
Are there shadows here?
Everywhere! Do you not see them? She looks down at your own shadows.
Does she have a shadow?
Mm-hmm.
Do her kids look happy? Oh,
They
they're
look
eating.
scared, but they're like holding the food, trying to eat it. They start crying as she pulls them away.
I would like to use one of our homebrewed roleplay features as a charismatic parishioner. I am a follower of Eth and of her teachings. What we do for you is in her name. You can trust that what we do is not harmful to you. If you say the flowers protect you by Eth, I do the same.
Oh, so persuasion advantage.
Is this the roleplay feat that people just believe your teachings?
Yeah.
Sorry, that was a great one.
Oops.
What was the barbarian's on?
Persuasion. I don't have that much. I rolled a 1 and a 2, which gives me a total of 4. Back at it.
That's disappointing.
Yeah, tell me about it.
So she looks like that kind of strikes true, but she's still just too nervous.
Are there
Wait,
other people in the
listen.
town?
I think that we can help each other. You're from the mainland. Not everyone gets a chance to learn the information here. In Tyve, that's where the shadows grow, right? That's what you're seeing. The light is born from the darkness. Darkness is born from the light.
Yeah, that's what's happening here.
That's what you're seeing. You're seeing the shadows. I was born in the darkness for where I'm from. Emblazoned by the sun. I myself have horrors and stories, but I think that we can help each other. learn from each other. But you have to come with us and trust us. Where we can take you away from these shadows.
When did we agree?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I know. Helena's taking this into her own.
I know. And this is all us whispering behind you.
So I'm gonna just, as she's talking, I'm just gonna sneak over next to you and just whisper in your, can you tell if they're sick?
That's good. I think I can.
I don't think you're sick, I think. I hear them. I don't think you're sick. I think that the mainland is affecting you.
I will, because I've been burning through spell slots already. I'm gonna take 10 minutes. I will ritually cast detect poison and disease. So while this conversation is happening and whatever might be happening within the next 10 minutes, I'll
Sounds good.
do the same thing. I'll kind of step back behind Bjorn and take out my book and start
And Helena,
chanting.
being herself, is gonna reach for her hand. We are one of the same in our own way.
You and your starving bedraggled way.
Me and my beautiful armor.
We can help
Same
each
person.
other. I believe you.
The old man starts walking towards you. We can't leave. They promised to come home.
Who?
My wife's making supper.
Our children.
I'm sorry, but that's not going to happen.
How many children do you have? And who did they leave with?
And where did they go?
They were taken by the chain.
Well, do you think that those people just don't seem very honest?
How long ago did this take place?
You see Aaron kind of reach down toward his pocket and just kind of start to fidget.
There's a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago did they take your children?
A long time ago.
About how old are they?
Well, the old man looks. Oh, the children? Are you asking him that?
No, like the mom.
The mom looks like she's in her mid-30s.
Oh, okay.
How old do the kids look?
8.
Both of them?
8, maybe.
Like twins?
6.
Okay. Did they take your older children?
The child nods.
Are these the only 2 children left?
Yeah, are there people in these other homes that we can also help?
You can't help them anymore.
What's wrong with them? Are they sick?
She points toward one of the houses.
Okay, come on, Whisper.
You all want to go in the plague house.
Yeah, you're just come on, let's go.
I'm gonna go.
We're just gonna go
right.
look through the window. Like, we're just gonna go. We're not gonna go knock on the door.
All right.
Sit back here, tell me if you need fire.
Bjorn, don't make any noise.
So we walk over to the house
But
that they're
I want to kind of like sneak up and look.
As you get toward the house, you kind of peer through the windows and you notice that inside there are like tables and chairs and things, and they're completely broken. You're not in the house yet, but you notice that it gets very dark toward the back of the little tiny home.
Can you hear anything? Can we both do like a perception listen checks?
Yeah.
6.
8.
No.
Yeah.
Should we just like go in quietly?
Or you can wait for another 5 minutes and I just can tell when I'm near.
Well, I've already forgotten you were doing that.
Yeah. Oh wait. What about the mill? How far away is the mill?
The mill looks like it's about 50 feet away.
Well, I'm gonna check out that mill. Why
Well,
is it
let's
still
go.
spinning?
Let's go look into all the houses.
You're not going in the house. You just
We're
stop.
waiting for him to do his.
Yeah, but you want to go
I'd like
peek
to go
through
back
the
to the old
windows?
man.
Okay.
I say the same information about where I was from a long time ago. The chain annihilated my village and most of its people before we were able to get away. Part of the reason why the chain existed was because of the plague. Is the plague still around these parts?
There is a sickness in this land. Though I do not know if I would call it a plague.
We
go
are
to the
work-
next
we are
house.
working our way towards the mill, like peeking in the houses.
Okay. So as you peek through the houses, you peek through the one that's lit, and you hear the one that the old man came out of. You know that there's at least a couple other people inside there.
Okay.
And then as you head toward the windmill, you're kind of like circling the town. You head toward the windmill. There's the final house. On that one, the windows are broken. Oh, well, there's not glass, but like the wood shutters and stuff are broken in, and the door looks kicked. But it's dark inside.
Okay, I look inside.
No, because you can see.
Kicked in or kicked out?
Like in.
So she's going to
I
peek
can
in with
see.
her infravision.
Okay. So you peek in and you see. It looks almost like. Well, give me a will save.
Okay.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
15.
So, you look in and you like kind of put, even for you, you put your hands to your mouth, just like, you see at the back of the room, there is a person that is literally up against the wall. They are chained with hooks up against the corners of each of the corners of the wall, and their skin has been stretched on the chains, literally like they've been splayed out against the wall. They are dead.
Super dead.
And their blood and entrails just kind of cover the floor, and you see bugs and different creepy crawlies literally crawling around the floors.
So they've probably been dead for a minute.
I wonder who got to him.
I explain in graphic detail.
I think he had a third foot.
So,
Back to the old man. Did the illness take those people, or did the chain?
Which people?
Like to the houses where he had said that like
there's no saving them.
no saving them in there.
Go take a look for yourself.
What would have done that?
I mean, remember that thing we fought under the sewers? Maybe it was like that. They were throwing chains around and...
Yeah.
There's an unnatural darkness in the home. I don't understand that.
Bjorn, where are we? You're from here. For God's sakes.
You understand that the mainland is
Massive.
massive.
What is the prophecy of Tyve? It's what I came for.
Is it unnatural darkness or are the windows just closed?
Your spell casts.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I'm done.
You detect no disease.
Okay.
Oh,
I just do a big lap of the town because it's like a 30-foot radius around me. So I just take a lap around and see if I can detect anything.
You do detect poison from the flowers.
Good call.
Hey guys, the flowers are poisonous, but everything else is okay.
Oh, that's good.
Can I-
As you walk towards where Whisper and I are,
He didn't poke himself.
Torin, there. I will explain in graphic detail to you what is in that house. So maybe we should So the house is here. Is the windmill just right behind the house?
The houses, the windmills, toward the north.
We haven't gotten to it yet.
You want to ask
You
him?
walked back. You just said you walked back toward him.
No. I said when
also-
he was circling the town.
Oh, okay.
It also identifies the kind of poisonous creature, or disease.
You detect no disease.
Okay.
No. So when he gets over to the house we're at, that's when I'm talking to him because he's walking.
You want to ask him?
No, is this house right by the windmill?
Still about 30 feet away.
Should we go look at the windmill? A windmill seems ominous.
No, I'm just saying the guy that's strung up. You want to ask him what happened?
Oh, I don't think he's going to talk. He's dead.
I can make him talk.
Oh. What?
Guys, I am so much more useful now. You don't understand.
I think you should because he said it happened a long time ago, but this guy still has entrails and bugs, so it couldn't have been more than a few weeks.
I mean, I can talk to people who are
Or we can
newly
just
dead.
not affect these people anymore.
You're not over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Aaron walks over to the table and starts eating some food.
I think you four are still over by the lady, right?
Yeah, make the guy talk.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll open up the door and I'll walk inside.
Now you guys get to see it.
The old man just watches your macabre nature, but he doesn't come near.
He did tell us to see for ourselves.
Yeah.
He wanted this.
I would close the
Shutters.
if the thing is I don't want this guy like watching us sit there talking to a corpse because I don't think
No,
that
just
would
shut
give
the door.
Okay, we can do that then.
We go inside.
We'll isolate ourselves somehow. And I will take out that
So descriptive.
right. I'll take out that purple book that I've been kind of dealing with lately. And I'll open it up and I'll start to chant. And after a short while, the chanting, you no longer hear words. Well, you do hear words, but you more of get the feelings and the sensations and the meaning behind the words that I'm saying. So as I'm sitting there chanting, you'll see my eyes, they just go pure white, and then they'll dim a little, and I'll start to cry, and the tears are going to be a mix of like light and darkness as they just kind of flow down my face on both sides. And as I'm speaking, every time you get the sensation of like an invitation, a request, respect, and not necessarily pleading, but very close to that. And you'll see the corpse just pulse once or twice, and then it lifts its head up. And we can ask it 5 questions.
As it lifts its head up and it takes it like this breath, it's a slow, wispy scream. As though even though it's dead, it's still in pain.
We can ask it 5 questions. It only knows what it knew in life. The answers are usually brief. It's under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if it thinks that we're hostile or recognizes us as an enemy. It doesn't return the soul to the body, just its animating spirit. Thus, it can't learn new information and doesn't comprehend anything that happened to it after it died.
Okay.
So
Are you dead?
well, I think we know who. Does better know when? I mean, there are chains.
How about we leave it broad? What?
Why?
What?
What? What happened to you at the end of your life? What caused this?
I stood against the chain to protect my daughter.
Do you know why they've been taking children?
Indoctrination.
Where do they go? What direction?
West over the hills toward the chained fortress.
Do you wanna? These people aren't sick, right?
They're not sick. They don't. Are there any notable dangers in the area that we should be aware of if we're traveling to the north and east?
Beware the rusticulum.
Where the rest of
Resticulum.
Can we ask who his daughter is? Maybe we can get her back for him and be like a dying wish thing, but he's dead.
Allie, no one can hear you. No one can hear you.
We've got 2 more, right?
I think we only have one.
One more.
Unless there's something important
And
you
I'm-
want to know.
When did
Well,
this
I just
happen?
wonder, like, when? Yeah, because the old man said it was a long time ago.
Well, I mean, we can get a rough estimate from the rate of decay, maybe.
But he also wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. We would know how much time has passed.
How many moons have passed?
Do you have a dying wish? Is there anything we can do for you?
Find the children in the forest.
Okay.
Maybe we can get maybe enough people on the mainland can overthrow the chain.
Are we still whispering? He's like collapsed down into himself again.
Yeah, he probably would have agreed with that anyway.
Okay.
Well, Right, so he said took the kids towards the chain fortress, but then it's to get them out of the forest.
He
So
said they went west over the hills.
Yeah, they went west towards. Maybe there's like some kind of like encampment nearby
where they,
the fortress where they do actually train the kids.
There's hills.
Ah, but that's like out of the way, right? Like that's not where we were gonna go.
right, it's not in the direction of Kef.
But I wonder if it's just like a small encampment, if like the people, if it'd be easier to like take down those people.
Right, we don't want to go to the chain fortress, but if it's just like
A little
a gang,
outpost. Yeah. Yeah, just kind of like, the gangs you probably dealt with.
Right, but I didn't deal with like kidnapping gangs.
Really? Never?
No, I'm not a monster.
No. I meant you like dealt with them. Like you were like
Oh, right, I dealt
you
with
were
them,
the,
yes,
like,
right.
You were the like thief gang and you like stopped the kidnapping.
That's right. Yeah. We were like the sharks and they were like the jets.
Guy with the rocks.
Oh, yeah, Jets.
All right, should we
Oh, we have no clue.
Yeah. As we step out,
Yeah.
can I just give a quick look over the guy, see if I can get just a rough estimate of how long ago he may have died?
Medicine check.
Oh.
Can I do it too?
19.
No, I probably don't need.
It all sounded
So he's probably been dead 2 weeks. There's not much left of him. He started to decompose pretty
sure.
severely.
I got a 21. I agree with you.
13 days and 11 hours. I think we should check out that mill. Don't you think? It's all still spinning, but there's no wind. That's odd.
Is there no wind?
There's a little bit of wind now.
Oh, never mind.
As long as somebody else opens the door, because last time I did that, I was killed by a bear.
Hey, Bjorn. Hey, Bjorn.
I'm like on the other side.
Right?
Maybe we should go back and get everyone else. I'll go to the
Your
windmill.
level too. That was a CR1.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He straight up
The
killed him.
first strike was a natural 20.
So we'll go
You guys
back.
never went to the windmill and
And
struck.
on the first strike, you get like added additional hit. It killed him instantly.
Yeah, we didn't.
We'll go back and pull the rest of the party aside to share with them what we've learned. So, certainly about the kids being taken and maybe being in the forest. And then maybe it was only a couple weeks ago. And then suggest maybe we investigate the mill. And then we have a choice to make. Do we go back up the mountain, get some of the pirates and get some other people
So,
Maybe they could-
Aaron, as you say that, he goes, which forest?
The west.
west? We'll just, yeah, right, off to the west.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm not sure. I was just asking a question.
Insight check.
Yeah, like why? You know? Not that it'll.
Right. No, that's.
I have a
not
really
gonna-
high passive insight.
Yeah, I've got a really good passive insight as well, but that doesn't do. Oh, actually, shoot, mine's pretty good. 13.
He does seem actually confused. But he also, as he says it, he keeps looking back at the forest from which you all came from, out of the mountains.
Now, when they say the forest to the west, I would have walked this entire road. Is he referencing the forest near Norn, or is there some
Who?
forest?
That
We
Well,
don't
they-
know.
How would you?
His dying
How would
wish.
you know?
Yeah, his
just said
dying
the
wish was
forest.
get the kids from
Well,
the
because-
forest.
he said they were taking them west.
He,
over the
taking
hills.
taking them west, and I would have walked right past the chain fortress because we said this is the road I came. Is there a forest in here?
The only forest that you know of is the one that's where you're at. There's a small forest.
So-
And then there's a forest to the west, I guess, very, very far away.
Well, that's what I'm saying because that's Norn.
I can't answer that, Trevor.
Oh.
Have any of you heard of a prophecy?
Yes.
We get it, Helena. Something
Light
about blazing blacks.
Darkness and shadows.
shadows.
Not
and
the Tyve prophecy.
I don't know a million prophecies.
Yeah, so there's
Not
a
you.
lot.
I'm asking the people from here.
Oh.
Hey, I'm sorry. I thought we were
Yeah,
having a sidebar.
sorry,
Sidebar.
She yelled at me before.
You asking the villagers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What if I'm gonna pull you aside while Helena's drilling them about prophecies. What if we like bring the pirates and everyone here, and then when the chain comes back, they'll have like some protection. Maybe they can like fight the people. who come
Well, do we know
here.
if the chain has any more interest in this village, if they believe all the children have been taken already?
They're gonna come back. They promised us food.
And how long have you been without food?
Well, it's been about 2 weeks since they were here.
What about how far away is the chain?
About 2 weeks from here to the fortress. 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
You really want to go another 2 weeks to wait for their return?
He looks down.
If we bring back,
An army.
well, they're after a cure. I don't know if they're gonna want to just hang out in this
No,
village.
but maybe some of them. I don't mean all of them.
Well, think of it this way. If we bring in personnel of some sort and leave it at this village, and the chain knows about it or learns about it or comes back and finds them, they are going to, from what I know about them, wipe everybody out and everybody who is associated with the people who are now here, which include the villagers.
Well, how many people are coming? Because it's like 2 people. Like, Snake Isle just.
Right.
Wait.
The chain travels in large paths.
Wait.
Not that one
You
guy.
said that this guy was flayed because he stood up against the chain and didn't give his daughter.
Yeah, but they took her.
Did you give up your children for food?
Helena, this is not really the time to judge a hard decision someone has to make.
Did you give up your children for food?
What else were we going to do?
Think of it that way. I mean,
They stay
Either-
here. Let's go.
Okay, all right, Miss Hyde, might you come with
Can we
next to
truly-
I was just going to leave them.
Can we truly blame them? They're without food here, and even if they send their children to the chain,
Torin
their
left.
children will have food. I mean, the chain is terrible, as I've been
These people
heard,
are
but
dying.
it was either give their children some sort of chance, feed themselves for a period of time, or their children
What we've learned
and all
about
of
the
them
chain is
die.
they defeated Bjorn. And that's quite a feat.
Torin left them enough food. Let's go before this darkness comes.
We have to decide what we're doing with with our army.
Okay, well, our army's back through where we came, so let's go.
And then we have to come back down here.
We do not have an army. We do not have a spare body to spare to fight against the chain.
Oh, the chain where they sent their innocent children.
Why are you so high and mighty?
How do-
I'm telling you
Do
about.
we know they're innocent is the real question.
I'm telling you
Maybe
about
they
this.
sent their bad children.
It's like Krampus.
yes, Bjorn.
The strength of the chain is unmatched. They nearly conquered the entire mainland.
But we fought that one.
One.
But he came by himself. Right?
They are an army. How many people sailed from Gavra to the mainland? What, they said 20,000?
And the
He
guy
was
that
the
came
one.
through and fought us wasn't even like actually chain, right?
No, he was.
He had chains coming
No,
out.
no, he had chains, but he was.
Do you think that our band of pirates and us could stand against an army of 20,000? Because that's what we
I
would be
don't
up
think
against
that
with the chain.
20,000 people are coming to this 6-house village.
But when they find out that we are here,
So-
they will send the
Listen-
army.
But listen, I need to know how many chain members come at a time. Enough that
And
we
when-
could take them down and they would never know.
And when they come back, don't come back to the chain.
I think what's best for these people is if we leave them.
Okay, so we're just gonna get our people and like.
We haven't.
have a lot of people.
Why do we even need to bring them anywhere right now?
Cause Sandra's gonna be pissed.
We can go back and tell her what we found, and then as a larger collective, we can decide what we do from there. I think, because at the immediate moment, there's no place really for them to go, unless they just want to sit up at the ruins. And what's the point of that if it's just
Or
you know,
they
on
can
the other
travel
side?
with us.
Right, she's seeking a cure, so she's going to want to know what's over here.
Sure.
I think we got to go back up there. We could say what we found. We could say what the dangers are that we know, which is this chain. And then we can talk about maybe going to Kef.
Did you find out why they're wearing poison on their heads?
Whisper, I have to ask, why do you want to go to Kef so bad?
Well, I mean, it's like old grandma always said, if you see a really big big, beautiful house. You just know there's got to be something big and beautiful inside of it, don't you?
And well, your
And it's like the biggest thing I could see.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. The woman did say, "Don't go there if you like the blood in your body."
She did.
I will say,
Well,
your
but look at this place. It's not so great either.
Whisper.
And I don't want to go necessarily to Chainland.
Did you discover what was in the windmill, or
No,
that
I got
house,
distracted by it.
or the house over there?
No,
Whisper,
not
I
yet.
will,
I came back for Bjorn for that.
Whisper, I will say your grandmother saw the Felric household and was imprisoned. She saw a big, beautiful house and reaped the consequences.
But she's out.
But she would have been killed if we didn't speak to the queen.
Right, but it's like she always said, if you want to just like stay home and safety and sip your tea and eat your crumpets, you're welcome to, but you're not going to get rich that way.
I'm simply saying we
You
don't
can
go to
sip
the big
your trumpet.
scary house.
You can if you open a drug empire like the Felricks.
I don't have time for this. And she's gonna walk to this. I love your guys' banters. It's not too.
Yeah, go
She's
ahead.
gonna walk to the mill
Okay.
while they're arguing.
We were going to go there.
Yeah,
There
and
she
we should
goes.
look at those other houses too.
I'll
As
follow
we're
behind.
following them to the
Elena.
windmill.
I want
Bjorn, we
I
want
want
you
to
to come
walk.
with us. 'cause
I'm gonna walk the
it could be
other way,
dangerous.
like so we cross the other houses we haven't looked in yet.
Okay, are you gonna look in them?
Yeah.
All right, so you come up to the first house. There are 2 empty houses on the way to the windmill on the right side of the village, so the east side. The first one you come up to, you notice that there is an old woman staring out of the glass, just looking at you as you walk by.
Does she?
There's food out here. There's food.
Yeah. So I'll just open the door.
Give her a wink.
Hey, there's some.
You hear the sound of flies buzzing inside of as you open the door, and you see an old, like the silhouette of a man sitting at the dinner table, but his head is down and flies are buzzing around his head. She just kind of turns towards you as you enter into her home.
I don't go in. I just open the door.
She stood still.
There's food, and you should have a ceremony for that.
You notice that there's food on the other side of the table, like on a plate.
Rotten.
She's looks like she's just like taking herself out because he's gone.
I leave her door open and keep walking.
Okay.
anyone-
So they're continuing to explore. You reach
I
the
go by
window.
myself. She's
What?
pissed.
Just air it out a little.
I don't know if you want to go in there, Torin, but like that.
You reach the window.
She's going in.
Okay, you open
Just
up the
gonna
door.
walk.
Yeah,
Will
she's pissed. right
Wisdom
now.
save.
Helena's just pissed.
You want me
right
to check?
now,
Oh,
doing her own
okay.
thing.
Torin's behind you.
Sorry, I exited out. Wisdom 16.
So, even with a 16, as you open the window, as you open you push the doors to the windmill open, a wave of just panic hits you. You kind of stumble back away from the windmill, and like you have to hold down vomit from coming up as you just kind of keel over. Inside, you see the strung up, skinned corpses of about 16 people hanging in the windmill.
Food.
Next house.
Are they? So can we come up behind her? But
They
like,
Well,
are
we-
dead.
We have one more. We have one more house to look
are
at.
they children?
They are not.
Okay.
All adults.
Next house.
Inside of that house, you, as you open it, you see that there is a hole in the back. You see what looks like a wolf, like scrounging, and it's eating what looks like the carcass of. You can't make it out anymore. Trevor. It just kind of and it looks at you, growls, and then it burrows back through and runs off.
Since yours
Oh, no.
is in the
Oh, no.
storm.
I can never love another wolf.
Oh, don't.
This is not as big as yours.
I get a
It
little-
looks mangy.
I get sad because I take out some bread from my bag.
I stayed back while everybody.
Yeah. So did Aaron.
I take some
Yeah, I'm with
bread
you.
and some meat out of my rations, and I like kind of put it by the hole because I'm sad because I've missed.
So the
a wolf.
pungent smell of that corpse hits you, but you do that.
The bodies that are hanging, I'm still like, so I'm staying behind Helena and staring up. The bodies look about the age of the one that was strung up in the house. It's like about 2 weeks. So it could. So, you know, I don't like to be the type that throws stones, but I'm wondering if the blokes that we've been talking to, the only reason they're alive is that they just went along with it, and these are the heroes.
That's kind of the impression I've been getting.
I'll walk up behind you guys.
I mean, I'd like to give all these poor people a proper burial, but I don't know if this is meant to be a message to stay. And if the chain comes back and sees their message gone, they'll say it again.
Bro, I think we gotta go. You're right. We just gotta go.
Dead body in this one house. And then the first house, dead man and woman who's killing herself.
Yeah, one way or the other. I think if,
There's a lot of bodies for 6 houses.
I said what, like a dozen or so up in the windmill? 16.
Yeah, but you gotta think the woman and her children are in one house and the man is in another house.
Multi-generational.
Yeah.
homes.
So like,
Yeah, one bedroom.
Medieval.
It's just, that's a lot of people.
Although we did have the
are there like any marks of the chain or anything that they've left behind besides actual being chained up?
Just chains.
Is there a road?
People.
A road leaving town?
There is.
Going to the west?
There's a road that heads north. It then goes both west and east. The road does not look well kept. In the far distance, you notice, kind of toward the north, it looks like you see the smoke of another village burning, but it looks probably maybe 5 hours away.
So,
Do we want to travel until we get to night and then make camp and then head back in the day?
are we going back up?
I think, I mean, we wanted to spend a night out on the mainland, like long enough to maybe get a look at the area instead of just this one little village, since there's not much to look at here. I'd say maybe we go down a road for, until it's dusk, make camp, and then head back.
Will we hit that next village by dusk?
I
Sounds like we
probably.
might. 5
Yeah.
hours?
Yeah, so do we want to maybe make camp right outside that village and then check it out in the day?
Well, maybe they've got an inn.
You said there was like smoke coming up from it? Mm-hmm. Like campfire smoke, or like the entire village is burned down smoke?
Campfire smoke.
Okay.
Chimney smoke. It's pretty far away. So.
Do we want to not freak out these people? They're probably all starving, so maybe we should like make some more food before we go to bed, and we could just have it to bring in.
Can't do that.
They have food coming.
Helena, you don't know shit about this next village.
They
well, I
have
thought
food
pounds.
coming.
The next village
As
does?
you're all talking, Bjorn approaches Aaron. Or maybe he doesn't.
Aaron, you are considerably wiser than you sometimes let off.
Thank you, Bjorn. That's very kind of you.
I'm going to take off the cape and I'm going to hand it back to him.
Oh, don't need it anymore for comfort.
I want to implore that you are not as lackadaisical here on the mainland as the rest of our group. I can trust you. Approach everything here with caution.
Even the flowers.
Even the flowers. The chain is like nothing anybody here has ever seen.
Did they hurt you, Bjorn? Real bad.
They didn't just kill my people. They did horrible things. And it wasn't just my people. Anybody who didn't become a link in the chain. The things in this village are nothing compared to what they used to do. And I'm sure it's no different now. This is not a small cult. It's a kingdom of fanatics.
Very well. I will do my best. But what I will say is that the rest of the group seems rather unaffected by the horrors of this town.
I know. I hate to say it, but I've tried to be helpful. They might just have to learn from their mistakes, as much as it hurts me to say that.
Here's what I'll say. From what I've learned traveling with Whisper and on my own for several years out on the archipelagos, it's great to be a bleeding heart. But sometimes he looks over at the woman and the 2 children, and he kind of makes sure that no one else can hear him except for you. Sometimes you need to let sleeping dogs lie, even if their bed is filled with fleas.
Torin, did we find out why they're wearing poison on their heads?
You were holding your glasses up in such a way where I could see your eyes, but they were like this. It was so stupid.
I need new glasses so bad. Also, the one protective coating, like glare protection, is like coming off.
Oh.
Oh, that's odd.
But they see the flowers as a form of protection. I have a feeling that the flowers are relatively harmless unless you ingest them or maybe get pricked by a thorn or something like that. So I think to these people it's just a symbol of their faith, maybe. But as for an actual practical use, I don't think the flowers on their head really do anything.
Did we ask them what the dolls were in the
I thought I did, but she was gone. Yeah, I don't know. They seem to be like little memorials or effigies or something.
So as you're walking back toward the town, you see coming kind of running through the back of one of the buildings, you see a young boy, looks to be maybe 13 years old. And he's looking around and he kind of runs up to your little group. And he looks frantic and he looks skinny and you've not seen him before. Please. They're too afraid to ask, but you have to look for them. My brothers and sisters. We told them on the night they came to run into the forest. But they haven't come back.
Oh,
So they didn't go with the kid. They're hiding.
It's been weeks.
Okay.
You see the old man come and he sees
What
and he goes,
forest?
"Get back inside!"
What forest? Where?
And he just kind of he puts his head and he runs off.
Maybe it had to be the forest around this place if they went out to hide.
If kids were told to just run, they're not going to be like systematic about it. They're just going to run into the woods.
What man told him to go back in? The old man.
And he runs into the old man's house.
Okay.
I think it's time you all left.
I would not disagree with you. I think.
And that man's that man's dying wish was to go find his daughter.
Right.
And
So
he
why
did say forest.
He did.
Yep. Okay. Well, I left them with 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
So how about we? So why don't we and I'm kind of giving a little wink. We just head off to the next village, over a few hours, and make our way. And we're sort of walking away from the. Yeah. Thank you very much. Great to see you. And as soon as we're free, I'm like, we can look for all these kids, right? We can look. Alina, can you help track children around the forest?
They're kind of like beasts.
It's right. It's where the wild things are.
I can't track. I can only track.
Well, if you make them your favorite
unusual
enemies.
things.
Well, I mean, you're still.
When I was younger, were there troubles with shadows, or is that relatively newer?
You've not heard much about that.
Trevor, when you were a
Beasts
young
are my
chief,
favorite
did your
enemy.
father take you into the
But not human.
But not human.
To see a marching band? Yes.
to see a man
Did you
being
get to add
flayed?
anyone this level?
So what do you think? Look for the kids in the forest?
Yeah, they don't. If they've been in the forest for a couple weeks at this point, I don't know how much time they have left. So I think that should probably be a priority.
Children are resilient.
All right, we can do a detour to find these children.
No, I mean, there's a chance. I didn't mean that in a
And
negative
maybe
way.
if we find them,
these people will tell us more stuff.
I don't think these people know anything. But honestly,
No,
they're in it out there. But what about the children? There's children in the town. We're just going to leave them to the...
No, I don't think that we should. I just think that their parents are idiots.
I think that their parents would have been flayed on a wall.
Then their parents are flayed on walls. They put up a fight.
Okay, and the children still get taken, so, like, what's the point?
Either way, it's
We
survive.
don't, at this point, we don't know for sure if the children were taken. That's just what the old man told
No,
us.
I'm saying if they didn't
Then that's their own fault for lying.
If they didn't...
We
if
offered help.
I'm just saying, if these people didn't, like, fight, like, it sounds like this chain's doing what they want anyway.
Yeah.
So...
It is.
we can maybe, like, just, like, stop being so...
It is
angry at them.
It is completely remarkable that the chain didn't slaughter the entire village before taking all the children.
I think all the
Why?
children left have hidden, right?
It's not the chain that I knew to leave anybody alive.
I
It
don't
was
think they-
join or die.
I don't think they knew that the children that that are in the town now, I think they all hid.
It's also possible that the people we encountered hid as well.
Right.
But they're the ones that came back out of the forest.
I'm just saying, I'm tired of people lying. If people want our help.
To be fair, I don't think they wanted our help.
No, they definitely didn't.
But they're not the only ones that have wanted our help and have lied to us. How do I know who to trust?
We don't trust anyone
Are
here.
you talking about the Marquis?
Just like I said on our way down here, not to trust anybody. They're not going to trust us either, because I can't believe that there's surviving people outside of the chain.
I'm just
What if
saying
the-
it makes what we're doing here a lot harder for me.
I'm not sure where you're from, but you're not there anymore. Welcome to Tyve.
What if the chain needs people?
But he's right. I'm sorry?
What if the chain needs people? It's just like the plague got to them finally.
Or what if they just need people because, like, they're just, like, never satisfied. Like, they just want more and more.
They found something that they don't
From-
want to do with their own people.
From what I understand, the belief in the chain somehow was able to keep the plague away from their people. I don't know anything about the religion or what have
They
you, but
control it.
somehow their belief in this chain kept away the plague. When they would raid a village, you joined or you died. The children, like they said, could be indoctrinated at a young age to believe in the chain. They go there, they have food, they're safe from being sick, and then they grow up, they reproduce until they've conquered the entire mainland.
How big is this? How big do we think this forest is to find these kids?
So it seems like it stretches along the mountains, so it could be pretty large.
Like, do we split up?
No.
I think we split the pearl.
No.
Honestly, after watching the two of you try to fight that creature that was
That was so long ago.
but it, not in my mind.
It's quite fresh.
It was only a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, you almost drowned because you dropped your guitar.
Right,
Isabella?
mistakes were made. Let's
Isabella?
let bygones
Well,
be bygones.
How about this? We'll take a long, very distance lap around the village, in the woods. I imagine a bunch of children running for their lives literally are not going to take too much care to cover up their tracks. So our group, especially with someone with your outdoor skills, should be able to pick up on
Thank you.
indications relatively easily. So
I just see that the emotions are rather high right now. I just want us all to be prepared. It's been a couple of weeks. It's not likely that we're going to find these children.
right, but I think we should at least try.
No, agreed. I'm mostly saying it in a
Setting
general
expectations.
direction, so that some of us will hear it.
Sure.
We might find the bodies of them.
That's better than
That
nothing.
would be its own reward, I think. Yes, we could bury the children.
Or at the very least, bring news to the parents.
I'm gonna just step maybe 5 or 10 feet off from the group, and I'm gonna try to use my survival and knowledge of the forest to try to look like, is there a gap in the trees that I think that the kids might try to run through, or any sort of anything. 17.
You believe that the most likely place they would have run is through the arch.
Oh, so where we
Kind
came
of
from?
I'm gonna tell that to the group that we should probably start there.
So we have to go back.
Well,
take
we can
them
We'll
all-
go around.
yeah.
We'll go around to
Take
the
them all the way
woods.
around.
Yeah.
It's like, goodbye, we're back.
So
Hello.
past the
goodbye.
arch, there, the trees. You're a good climber,
Right.
but you can't see very well, right?
Not in the dark.
Oh,
It's not dark yet.
Right.
yeah. So maybe you could like try to like get some vantage.
Oh yeah. I'll climb a tree.
Sure.
When we
See
get
if I can.
So you
Once
have
we're-
entered
once we-
into the woods.
Yeah. Once we're in the
You
woods.
cross the rose line.
like walk through them. Do we have to?
Well, to climb a tree, you probably would.
Well, we're going we're exiting town on the other side. Does
Yeah.
it extend on the other side too?
It does not. So you're walking back around the town toward the tree line, and then you were going to go in through the archway. That's what I.
But
understood.
I'm
Am I
a
wrong?
natural explorer, and the grassland's my favorite terrain, so we all have advantage and stuff
Oh.
through it.
Actually, when we go back over there, does it look like any of the roses, like they're all really pretty, but does it look like any of them were trampled through?
Ah, good survival, please.
You
Is
have-
that what you guys did? I need to make sure.
Well, so like here you're coming into town, arch.
you have
town.
the you have the
We were gonna leave this side of town and then I guess work our way back around.
Yeah, so I think we're just going to the gate, not necessarily that we're
Or
gonna
not,
walk directly.
not exact. Yeah, we're not going to the gate itself, but maybe like further up the trail that we came down. Because if we go right to the gate, they're just going to see us again.
Okay, perfect. So you do not go back to the gate,
No.
just so you don't see the flowers.
oh,
No. Okay.
But-
never mind, you don't.
I thought you had to cross the flowers to get to a tree.
No, because we're just
We would have to cross back over the flowers to get on the path.
but we're not.
But you're not going
in the
there.
woods.
You just said that.
Right.
We are going over there though, right?
No,
Just the
that's what they
long
just
way?
yeah. they're
Well,
not-
We're going to the general. So if the kids were running through the gate towards the mountains, we know where that goes. So we're not going back exactly to the gate because the villagers will see us. We'll go further up the
Explain
trail
the
we
tr-
came
But
from.
in the woods around
pick
it,
up their
'cause they
trail
probably
from there.
ran into it.
Yeah, so we could get to the flowers that we first encountered. Like,
Potentially, but you're not there. So you're going back. You walk through the threshold of the forest and you enter into this mainland forest. As soon as you cross in, you feel the darkness of the canopy. Just it feels thick, even though it's about midday.
Okay.
So we're no longer in grassland.
You're in a forest.
now we're in a forest.
That's what. Yeah.
All right, Whisper.
Are you gonna-
Wanna boost?
Yeah, I'll see if
And I'll
take a look.
cast guidance.
Oh, you get a D4.
Woo!
Fighting a name for yourself.
Yes, that's going to be a 29.
Hot dog.
Oh, you just
Like a
scurry.
monkey.
Yep.
So Whisper, as you scurry on up, Aaron walks over to you, Torin, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll talk to you for a second."
Yes, of course.
No, just
Sure.
and he walks you into the woods.
Stabs you.
All right, Chaos John, let's get some productive things on.
So I'm up there and I'm like staring around, seeing if I can see anything from.
Okay, perception check.
That's what I
You
should
still
have
have
saved my-
guidance.
Oh, can I use that again?
No, it's only once.
What? It's not concentration?
Nope.
Yeah.
Concentration up to 1 minute, but it ends once before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled. It can roll the die before or after making the ability check. Then the spell ends.
All right.
Oh,
that
it's just
wouldn't have
once.
helped.
So just once. Yeah.
Yeah. How about a 4? Yeah. There's a lot of branches up here.
You like shoot up and
You're
you're just
I
like,
can't
"Oh,
see a thing.
Can I try to climb up after him now that he's
It's
saying
just the
he
wrong
can't
tree.
see
It didn't go high
anything?
enough.
I'll lower a branch. I could. Yeah. Come on up.
I'll give you guidance as well. If
Thanks,
no,
no
I'm
problem.
off with Aaron already. I think.
13.
Climb up. It's just a tree.
Would you like to climb up?
Now, let me
I
try
have a new
perception.
arm.
But not the mech arm one.
What are you doing up there?
Looking.
For what?
12.
So you just see the tops of the canopies. You're not going to find any tracks or anything on the top of the trees. It's hard to see. The forest is pretty thick.
All right.
I want a ranger track.
I was a child. Where would I
Survival.
go?
I'll climb down.
The new guidance, you can choose a specific skill for it to apply to. Then you can use it as many as you want in the minute.
That's pretty cool.
13. And a +7.
You have you see a couple of broken twigs and a couple of broken branches, but it's been a couple of weeks and a 13's not going to get it.
I know, I rolled it really low. I have a +7 in survival.
May I help?
Did you have guidance for me?
No, I was already off with there
Oh,
now.
okay.
May I give it a try?
Yeah, so do you see how these sticks are like this?
18.
So you get down. You
I'm
put
guiding you.
put
I'm
your-
teaching you how to do it.
Put your hands in some poop.
I start eating.
Start to second harvest.
This is child.
You actually pick up a like you believe you have a direction.
That's a really great point about
The sticks.
twigs, and I think that they might have ran through the twigs and then headed that.
As you
direction.
like covertly pick up a piece of torn fabric and put it in your pocket.
I guess we'll go down there and see what they found.
Yeah, but we hear
19 out of 70.
Bjorn say that, and so when Whisper and I get down there, we're like, "You guys, I think they went that way."
Yeah, we saw a perfect trail.
So as they're talking, Aaron pulls you aside. Sure. Torin, I need to talk to you about something that's been bothering me, because we're not talking about it since it's happened. When we met you, you had a device, and it shone light in a certain direction. Do you still have it?
The little compass.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got it here. I'll pull it out.
He just kind of leans in, and he looks at it, and then he looks at you with this kind of like longing eyes. What if we followed that? Intermission.
Oh.
Oh, Aaron's not it's gonna lead us to certain death. This episode's called Aaron's Betrayal.
Welcome back, friends and adventurers, to Roll Seekers and the Legend of Nabell. Before we jump back into the action, I just want to remind everyone that tonight's game is sponsored by U2s, that's YOUTOOZ, and their awesome new Dungeons & Dragons vinyl figurine set that you can pre-order right now at U2s.com. In all seriousness, though, these things are pretty sweet. We've got the beer mimic and the dragon. I particularly am fond of the dragon. It's got a lot of really cool, awesome, intricate details, and it's just pretty fun. I'll pass it around so everyone can.
It's a dragon.
No, I need my spirit animal.
Okay, you're spirit.
Thank you.
The only one that we don't have to show,
I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
the only one that we have, we don't have is the gibbering mouth. So that is the third one for the.
Oh, looks pretty cool though.
All right, gang. So you are trying to find the missing children. Think of the children. The children love the books. They love the books. In the forest. And Aaron just pulled Torin aside, and he talked to him about something they noticed 29 games ago. And so let's go ahead and continue our epic adventure on the mainland of Tyve. So fast-paced.
All right, so as I pull the compass out, does the little pinion of light point towards the Athelian? Because every time I pulled it out before now, it just points towards the mainland, and we've been assuming it's pointing towards the Athelian.
It points northwest. Northeast.
Which is not that. That is not that at all.
Point
Towards like
Wow.
Okay, so
maybe
Drogda?
maybe Kef, but yeah, Drogda or
Oh, I'm the best.
from my if. Okay, when we get back, I have to copy down a map. Back to our little.
So do we
We
think?
gotta come up with a name for that place too.
What?
Our little bungalow or our
The base?
clubhouse.
Just called the Twilight Temple.
Yeah, but you guys can come up with your own name. You guys can come up with a name for your group, too.
Fort Kickass.
No.
You're not allowed in Fort Kick-Ass.
No girls allowed.
God, I love Archer. I love
Are
Archer
we
so
are
much.
we are we 10?
Yes.
All right.
Mountain
You want to
Beast one?
answer? So you can answer.
You got it.
How did it go? Your authority is not recognized, or something like that.
Yeah, authorities not recognized in Fort Kick-Ass.
Okay.
Okay, so
Sorry.
northeast.
So I'll share with the group my new findings, but definitely something to keep in mind. We'll have to go back and maybe reference the globe to get an exact bearing of what this might point to. And I'm just gonna like really put a lot of focus into trying to figure out exactly which direction it's going as compared to where we are and all that stuff, so I can get a good read when we get back to the globe. But so we're following you towards where we think the kids might be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, we saw
Helena
the
really
trail.
helped me out.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
It's true.
Shrek.
So second, third Shrek reference tonight.
Unbelievable.
All right, so we'll follow Bjorn.
How far do you want to go?
All day.
Well, as we're going, like we should all be alert as for any like.
Well, for
signs.
which direction was he? Was he pointing like towards up in the mountains, the direction we came from, or was it towards the east, or which?
What are you talking about?
The direction
kids, where the
that
kids
Bjorn
were.
thought the kids were
Oh,
going.
so he would have been more toward the east, kind
Okay.
of following the mountain
Gotcha.
around.
I would go until either it starts getting dark or I cannot confidently follow a trail. At which point I would
Yes.
stop the group and let them know.
I'm okay with that.
Three
Yeah.
steps in.
I lost it.
So you start going into the woods. You start to traverse in. The forest gets thicker and thicker the longer you traverse. It spans out and sprawls out from the mountain further into the north and becomes a full-fledged forest now, not just a short pathway between the mountains and the small village. As about 6 o'clock rolls around, near twilight, I need a perception check from everyone.
Is it still natural light? Do we get a +1?
It is.
Okay.
21.
15.
21 will get it.
21.
You begin to smell. It smells like something cooking over a spit or open flame. It is pretty pungent, heavy in the forest, and it seems to be coming from up in the distance.
So I. And can I stealth?
Yeah,
What's it smell like?
it smells.
Cooking meat.
Yeah, like meat cooking.
All right, here we go. 19.
Happy Halloween. Happy October. You stealth through the forest. Do you go alone? Or
Can I
anyone who goes with him has to stealth.
can I go like
to.
20 feet behind?
Really,
Wait,
all of
wait,
you?
wait, wait, whoa, 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 whoa.
I'll go with you because I have a good far shot.
Okay.
I heard it.
Are you stealthy?
Helena,
I'm very stealthy.
if you're going up there, if you do find the kids, I think it should just be you by yourself approaching them. We don't want to scare them away.
Okay. I guess
Who's-
they're coming with me.
Who is all going with? Are you sure?
You are not coming with me.
Are you stealthy?
I have a +3.
No.
Okay.
If I don't roll low. I'm good.
I know. I believe in you.
I was gonna follow like 30 feet behind them, so I don't.
Whisper's like, I'm a rogue. This is my
17.
thing.
Who would I have gone?
What'd you roll, Whisper?
19.
I'm just joking.
I'm not as stealthy as a rogue.
You both slink through the forest. You head up ahead of the group, and eventually the woods give way, revealing a small, hoveled home near the base of the mountain. You see flowers and small root vegetables growing in an open patch. It's a circular building with a nice clean thatch roof, and the smell of burning meat is wafting out of the chimney. you think you see something rather large and hunched move from behind an actual glass window, and there's a huge oaken door that bars your way through into the building.
And you say huge, like twice my height?
No, like I just mean like a large door. I don't mean like a giant.
Can I,
Go ahead.
looking at the ground, track to see if I notice like adult footprints, kid footprints that are around just in this area?
Yes.
Are we eating
That's a
the
good
kids?
call. Not until we can stop it.
17. No. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Investigation or survival?
Survival. 20.
Children have been here recently.
All right, so I'll go back and get everybody else. Okay. So I'm gonna wait. I'm keeping my eyes on it, and Helena's going back to get the rest of the group. You guys-
So the door, while she's away, the door opens and you see a small child come running out and he's kind of looking around. And behind the door, you see this hunched figure. It looks like it has a sheet over its head, and it comes out and you just hear, "Get back inside! I'm going to get you!" And the killed child kind of like screams out before this thing like goes over the child with the sheet and pulls them back inside.
Was this? I'm not there. Never mind.
Nope.
No, she's got to come back and get us.
All right. So.
See, I should have stayed there with my bow!
I have
Oh,
lightning bolts.
See, that's why I was gonna go behind because I. Have
Well, how long were we away? How long is it gonna take them to catch up?
Oh, not very long.
So don't worry, we're gonna kick some butt. Oh God!
Maybe it was a playful.
We might have been.
He's a player. I'm gonna get you.
I really wanted to be there. It was just like,
I
get on
said
the
that. Do it all
ground.
the
Just
time.
like chop the lady's head in half. It was like, oh my god.
Hansel and Gretel.
All right. So are they all here?
Uh-huh.
All right. So there's like some kind of evil hag in there. I think she's got the kids. What's our play?
We go in?
Wait, what?
Oh, I saw this like huge evil hag, and like this kid was running for his life, and she like grabbed him and brought him back in.
And he
You did nothing?
No assumption.
It's okay, it's
How do we
okay,
know
it's
she's
fine.
evil?
It was very fast and raw. I didn't want to just like shoot her.
All right, the judgment stays out of the inner circle. Out of the inner circle, Helena.
I
This is a
just
safe
said I was sorry.
I think you guys should stop yelling.
All right, let's go.
And whisper yelling.
All right. How about
Ha! Get it?
History check.
how about the most of us?
Do I know?
Because
of
I'm yelling at
mythical
you, but I
hag?
was listening.
Mythical hag.
Oh, Yaga.
I'm gonna kind of hide outside.
History proficiency 22.
Every culture has hags.
I know.
They reach a certain age.
Oh.
Here's the
Are
thing.
you
Let's
savage?
It's like, nah.
let's not all go
Not
in.
about
Maybe
that,
a few of
that's
us hide
ages.
out here so we have a vantage
Look,
point.
You're sure it was a hag? It was a human? Did it
There
look
are
human?
tales of witches.
It was hard to say.
Right.
She had something over her head.
How to kill
But she spoke common.
because I know they're powerful.
Silver.
Oh.
All right.
What
so,
if most of us stay a decent amount back, and then one person goes up and just peeks inside the window to see what's going on inside?
or just knocks?
They call it haggle for a
Yeah, we can do
reason.
that.
They call-
What if we throw rocks at the door?
All right, Helena is
Player
going
Trevor knows
to.
hags.
You're gonna go
may-
talk.
You
No,
may have
yes,
some
she's gonna go knock.
knowledge.
No, Helena's gonna track through these footprints, but she's gonna use her primeval awareness again. She wants to see if this is a hag or if we're dealing with something scarier here.
Go ahead. What is it?
Within a mile, I can sense if there are aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead.
You don't detect anything.
I don't.
No. You don't.
All right. So I think that those of us who have bows, we should hide out, get ready to shoot. I think our
I'm a
big
mile
our
away.
big goes just go pound on it.
Said what I
Open
said.
the door.
I should have my book out.
Okay.
You don't know what's on the door.
So,
Huh?
Nothing.
Torin and Bjorn, do you want to maybe go up because the rest of us can attack from afar?
From the stories I've heard about hags,
He just was a lady with a sheep.
just in case there were stories from my forest,
I don't know.
About
See if there's any magic or
witches.
anything.
there's might be.
Well,
There are children at stake, and
Can you detect
We
magic?
don't have
It'll
time
take
for
me
up your
10
story.
minutes. It'll take me 10 minutes.
Are you kidding? Okay, let's go. I look at Torn. Let's go.
Just for future reference, it has come to my attention that my hand-to-hand skills, for some reason, are abysmal. So I am going to start working on maybe some range stuff. Not a problem me going up right now, just so you know. Okay, let's go.
Oh, good. Obviously, the time for that is you slowly toward the.
All right, so yes, I would like to hide, so I'll be able to get a backstab shot if the door
Yeah,
opens.
how much
Hold on.
forest
Do you
is
want me to
around?
shoot a bow at the door to see if anything triggers?
No, I want him to knock.
Um,
Are you gonna trigger the door?
We're walking.
is there like so? Okay, so the
Okay,
house is
get
in
ready
an
to knock.
opening. The house is in an opening.
ready to
How
knock.
much forest like is around
Let's
it?
say you have 30 feet
Not-
between the house and the forest.
Like a
Oh,
clearing.
I'm
around.
good.
But is like the house surrounded by forest?
And on the back, it leads up to the mountain.
Okay, so like if
And there is a small path leading up the mountain, perhaps to get
Behind
water or.
if Whisper's like if the
that
house
quite
is here, if Whisper's hiding here, like I'm gonna go like hide over here. Like I'm just getting a different vantage
Yeah, we
point.
get different angles.
Okay, so who's going up toward the door?
Me, Torn.
Yep, do it, boss.
Okay, so as you walk up to the door,
They're not knocking yet.
nope. As you walk up to the door, any perception checks? For those who are walking up to the door.
I can't watch from afar.
Can't-
Yes.
Oh.
25.
5.
That doesn't get it.
25 doesn't get it.
25.
No, 25 gets it. I was seeing if anyone
There's
else
only
had
2
anything.
people walking.
Oh, okay. So you hear, you have to eat to get big and strong. What do you say? And you hear about 3 children going. They start to sing this like, "Oh mother, thank you, mother, for our gifts and things to eat. We shall be so gently sweet, mother, mother." And they keep singing as you get near.
Okay. They're not in immediate danger, it doesn't sound like, but I'm not sure exactly what this form of cultivation.
You hear that?
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I'll just.
I'm
I'll just,
shooting the door. No,
I'll-
no, before you knock, I'm shooting the bow. I told him that. I'm shooting the bow at the door to like trigger.
As I was walking up and I heard this, I was just about to say, I just kind of turned towards the group a little bit, and I'm just like, we're okay for right now. When do we fight?
No, she's literally. We said that I was gonna just hit the door just to see if it triggered anything.
Yeah, he's telling
I'm
you
not
to
attacking.
stop. He's telling
He's
you
telling
to
you to stop.
Right.
Do what you
Oh,
gotta do.
okay.
No, as I was walking up and I heard this, I would have.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we go up, and just standing at the door, I'll just take a quick look around it. Does it seem like if I touch it, something will happen?
Okay.
Like for.
Not from visually. just
Okay,
expecting
I figured
it.
as much. So I'll go ahead and I'll 3 quick taps on the door, and I'll take a step back.
The song goes silent immediately. Underneath this hushed whisper, you go, "Hide!" And you hear this kind of scurrying before the door opens, and you see this mid-30s, rather beautiful-looking woman open the door. Can I help you?
Did that? Does she appear in any way the same as she appeared earlier?
You didn't see her earlier.
No, but he described
just-
From
her.
the
There's a big
description.
head.
Yeah, like a big. Okay. Yes, hi there. We've been looking for some children that ran away into the woods. We are helping out their parents. We just want to make sure they're safe.
How long have these children been gone?
To my understanding, they ran away from the village about 2 weeks ago. I understand you have no reason to trust us, but I mean, is there anything I can say or do to?
Why are you coming to look for them now?
We only just recently came into the area, and we just got to the village this morning, and all of the people that were left, at least, told us of what was going on. So we wanted to maybe do what we can to help.
Just altruistic adventure, then.
Something like that. I mean, we definitely have other things that we're doing and places we're traveling, but
The smell of the cooking meat wafts out into the just kind of fills your nose as it's boiling behind her, like roasting behind her.
Yeah. I'll put it this way: we have no intention of taking any children. We're not coming here out of ill intent. I mean, as long as they're safe, at the very least, I'd like to bring news back to their parents.
Can I try to do a perception check?
Sure.
Can I try to look at the spit that's over the fire?
Does it have like a human torso?
Apple in the mouth.
It looks like a hunk of roast that's been strung up, but it's just slowly cooking on a spit. The flames are lapping it. It's kind of turning a black color. You're not sure. It looks like it's been cooking a long time. Succulent.
Old crock pot.
I know the children are here. I just need to know if they're safe.
She slowly reaches towards something, and the next, she kind of pulls it out, and she just has a small dagger. I don't know who you are or why you're here, but just turn around and walk away.
Not until I know the children are safe.
They're safe.
I need to know. And I'm standing there. I'm not reaching for a weapon or anything, but I'm not moving.
CPS.
She looks over at you. You're one of them, aren't you?
Them who?
You know. She spits.
I despise the chain like the rest of us.
I'll work on a hunch, and I'll pull up my sleeves. We're not with the chain.
Then what are you doing here?
Helping.
If you're wrong, if you're lying to me. She whistles, and you see 7 children kind of come out, and they kind of peek their heads out from different things. Is that enough?
Children, are you okay?
One of them shakes her head.
Just one.
No, the others look like they're shaking, and they look afraid.
Where is the older lady? Is she in there with you?
The woman looks at you. The older lady? What are you talking about?
We have a friend who's been keeping an eye on the place, and he saw a larger figure covered in shrouds. Who sounded much different than you were. Sounded older.
Sheets? She points toward a small chair, and you see a stack of sheets. Was playing.
I'm not making any accusations. Like I said, we're just here to make sure they're safe.
No, we're not.
I'm sorry. Terribly rude. My name is Torin, and this is Bjorn. Like I said, we're just passing through the area, and we heard these people who were in trouble, and we did want to help out. As promised, I'm not going to take any children, but I do want, like I said, as long as they're safe, and we need to figure out exactly what we need to do at this point. I am fairly confident that these kids are not in danger.
Wait.
She just shoots her.
Please.
Then why? You think they're
Hunter's
hanging out here?
sense. I can see her, right?
I'm staring at her. As an action, I immediately learn whether this creature has any damage immunities, resistance, or vulnerabilities, and what they are if the creature is not... Oh, if it's not hidden. Fuck, I thought it said if it was hidden from divination magic.
But how about this zone of truth?
Yeah, yeah, hold on. Hold up. I have 3 options that I was gonna do. Is she within 60 feet of me?
Guys, stay here. And she's gonna like kind of like slink in, and she's going to,
Just like a cheetah.
yeah, like a cheetah, like within the bushes, and kind of being able to get a better listen of what's happening during this conversation. And she's gonna like
Just
cast her
girl.
hands out. Yes.
Through the pumpkin patch.
Yes, but with her bow still kind of at the ready, but being able to kind of hear a little bit better of what's happening, she's going to reach her hands out and cast Zone of Truth.
Hell yeah.
When you do that, I message Torin
Take a step back.
and tell him.
Okay.
Does Zone of Truth have to be centered on you?
Nope,
or
you
point
create
you
a
see?
magical zone.
Sorry. Okay, they'll roll against it. So what do they need?
It is. Trace until that stone is.
Oh.
Charisma saving throw.
They rolled a 15.
Ooh, 21.
They need a 15.
She did? But what about the kids?
There's 7 of them. Okay. I'll roll 3 for you. 2 of them make it, 1 of them fails. So 2 of the children fail.
I also failed. I'll be keeping my mouth shut.
I know that this went up, so I'm going to look back to the children again. Is there anything you're afraid of in this place?
All the kids like shake their head no, and then the 2 that failed, one of them goes, "Dark? Spiders?"
Has this lady been treating you well?
Well, these are the 2 kids that can't lie. She don't give me enough meat when I ask for it. And the other one goes, "I like it when she reads me stories."
Have any children gone missing since you've been here?
Sarah did. And she kind of looks back and goes like, "No. But Sarah wouldn't stay. She kept saying, I've got to go back to me mom."
Okay.
What? Why are they not allowed to?
I think Sarah's dead.
Are they eating Sarah?
Probably eaten by wolves.
Probably eaten by mangy wolves I've seen out there.
They're eating Sarah.
Okay.
Okay.
Jacob also disappeared, but he came back with a broken leg. He climbed up the mountain. Athrun told him not to, but he didn't listen.
Is his leg still hurt? Where is he?
You see a kid kind of come out, and he's got a splint on his leg.
Tiny Tim.
Okay. I'll look back to the lady. If you'll allow me, I can help him.
I just tried to help. I grew up from a small village near here. But I didn't like what they were doing. They were dabbling in things they didn't understand, making deals with people that they shouldn't have made deals with. I left a few years ago, and I think something terrible's happened there.
We got the same impression.
Sure.
Now 20.
Okay.
It's a 2-0.
She seems to be telling the truth.
Damn it.
I can.
You just want to kill me.
I still don't trust her.
Actually, I'll turn back to the group and I'll wave everybody over. If you're comfortable with it, you can step out and you can speak with my friends about what we found in the village, and I can help Timmy.
I'd rather not leave the children.
That's fine. I just didn't. We can speak afterwards. I just didn't want them to overhear.
You have a strange skin.
I have my makeup on. It's just very cakey. I know it's been like that for a long time now.
Please, let's go outside and we can help Timmy.
Yeah. I'll sit down next to Timmy and I'll cover his leg up with my hands.
Is it Timmy? I thought it was Jacob.
It was Jacob.
Oh, was it Jacob?
Jacob.
I heard it Timmy. Okay.
I said
Whomever, whichever child. I'll just cover up his leg and I'll cast Cure Wounds to mend the bone.
I feel better.
Well, good. Then
Oi, what happened to me mums and me dads at the village? Is it safe to go back now?
Not just yet.
Athrun says it's not, but I told her I'm big and tough like me dad.
I don't doubt that. You look big and tough. But,
I am big and tough.
which is the very reason you need to be here to protect
I
the
work
rest
out
of us.
every day. I run real fast.
Real fast.
You want to see?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't right now because my leg hurts.
I take the splint off. I'm like, give it a try.
I was feeling slightly better. But I'm not sure if I should run. real fast.
Sure.
All right. Next time I'll show you.
So
Deal.
are we walking up there?
I guess we are. He
I-
called us in.
Is this the lady you described?
Does it look radically different?
I mean, you just saw her covered in a sheet, so
Yeah.
potentially.
I mean, it was. The sun was in my eyes. Wearing a sheet. Maybe
Are
my
you-
imagination
Were
got
you,
away with me.
Like over dramatizing the situation.
The kid was running,
Real
trying to
fast.
get away. Really?
I just think this seems like, I guess we probably should have asked the people if they wanted their kids to come back.
Right.
Or did
That's
they
Well,
know
the
they
one
were
boy
here?
did.
right. Which is why
Yeah, but the dad told him to shut up.
Yeah.
for right now, these kids are definitely safer here.
I don't know
They can
if I
definitely
believe that.
eat a lot.
This lady has given me no bad vibes. She's
What are they eating?
a roaster. So
Yeah, what
what's,
are you cooking over there?
Cathis?
Okay, is it true? Because we all know what Cathis is.
Yeah.
Somebody go check that out.
Yeah, I'll go check that out.
Okay, go ahead and incite the meat.
is this a kid?
Insight.
Or knowledge nature.
Insight. Dirty 20.
It could, like, do you take, like, a piece off?
Yeah.
It's like the leftovers, but it has that pungent aftertaste of Cathis.
Checks it out. That's Cathis.
It's probably the anus. Like that.
Just the very end of the.
Call that the rump roast, buddy.
So it's not human.
Human? What?
It's hard times out there.
Like you said, there's been a lot of terrible things happening, and we
In the town? They're eating each other.
no,
But they are starving there.
we just don't know what to expect.
My dad's probably not starving. He can hold his hunger a real long time.
What's your dad's name?
My dad's name's Clytus.
Stop coming up with names.
Where
Stop
does,
making him come up.
where
with
does
names.
your dad live?
He lives in the third house. From the totem that we made, the flower totem, to ward away the dark spirits.
Do you
I put my Graham's hair in it.
do you have a brother?
Yeah, his name's Jack.
How old is he?
He's like me, but twice the age.
How old does this kid look?
Like 6.
Okay,
Could
so
it-
this
could it
is
be his
probably so his dad's alive. Is what I'm gonna assume. That's.
But I still think they're probably better off here.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're gonna leave him here and run and be dead.
Can I go home now?
What?
Do you want
What
to?
was your instruction of like to keep them for how long?
I didn't
I don't
have any
think she did.
instruction.
I think the kids just stumbled across her house.
I was out picking mushrooms and I came across them half starved in the clearing. I offered them food and brought them back, nursed them back to health, fed them, let them regain their strength, put some muscle on them.
About how long ago did that happen?
You guessed. About a week and a half ago?
Oh, that checks out.
I am going
Why are you
to.
grilling me?
What kind of mushrooms do you have?
Some
Is there-
Shirelles? Shanties? I don't know mushrooms.
Portobello?
Is there anyone else that is in this house?
She kind of, her eyes kind of narrow in. Not anymore.
What do you mean?
I mean, there's no one here anymore, other than myself and the 7 children.
Have you ever seen a traveler that looks a little like my friend
if-
here?
Yeah,
Passing
any spell
through?
you can cast
No.
for its
Why
for its
would
casting.
she?
Nice. So it's a one action,
Her brother
but the
gave
plus
us
10
way.
minutes is if you want to
No,
actually cast.
she
Okay.
doesn't know that.
Do it.
She just is
Do
like
it.
making
Do it. I
stuff
trust
up.
I'm gonna open my book up, go to a page. Oh crap! What was the symbol for it? Let's create a new one. Circle, then just a bunch of circles in it, and
Let's
tap
find it,
it,
please.
and cast detect magic.
Oh, you don't have to take any magic.
Oh,
That also counts for magical people.
Yep.
Or creatures. So I'm okay.
It's been a sham.
She's just an altruist.
Yeah, she's checked out. No
All right.
weird here. I mean, it's weird here, but
What
nothing
time
weird
of day
here.
is it now?
6 o'clock.
Did no one just hear what I asked her?
No.
About
Who else
Who
was-
else was here?
No one here now.
Oh yeah.
No one here now.
Did you lose
Which means
somebody?
that there could be an undead person in this house.
But you cast
yeah,
a
you
spell,
cast
right?
one thing.
But there could have been magic, a spell on the.
There's no magic.
There's no magic.
Now that the door's open.
Oh my god, someone's paranoid. My name's Annan. And he goes and grabs her hand and she shakes it and then he like turns it and slowly like kisses it. And let me just say, it is a pleasure to meet you. You are as bright as the Athelian in the dark clouds
Okay,
of
okay.
Tyve.
She's already afraid. It's down a little bit.
I'm trying to
No,
tell
no,
you.
I appreciate that. I just.
As someone who does not have game, do not interfere in mine.
No, I just. No, I'm just acknowledging that you have a lot of presence, and maybe it's just a bit much for her right now.
She just kind of pulls her hand back. Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Well,
I will remember this, Torin. And he walks out.
So was there another adult
Barney
here
vibes.
with you?
Huh?
Was there another adult here with you?
There was.
What happened
He got sick.
with the plague?
Yes.
How did you not get it? We're
I
trying
guess
to
I'm lucky.
learn about the plague.
You seem to have a lot of different motivations.
we've got a lot on our plate, that's for sure.
Is accosting my home one of them?
We, yes, honestly, if, like I said, we needed to make sure the children were safe, and I believe we are convinced at this point, and I can say that you saved their lives. They ran from something terrible, and I'd be happy to share more with that with you.
It was the chain, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, you should probably tell her what happened, but like,
Why don't you guys talk some more? Kids, do you wanna show us where you stay in here?
This is my bed right here. I claimed it.
how many beds are in there?
There's like couches and chairs and stuff. A lot of blankets on the floor.
And I'm just going to take her and step just a couple feet away, like so she can still see what all's going on inside, and I'll just let her know everything that we found at the village.
She explains to you that her village had a couple of bad crops, so they started trading with some of the outside villages. And one of the people there said that he believed that he could get him a better deal if he headed west. So they started making trades further and further west until someone caught wind. So she left, believing that it would be a bad omen for the town. And then she tells you it is likely that she was correct.
Is that town? Do we think that's the town we were gonna go to?
To the west, she's talking about the chain.
No, I was just trying to think of where her village was.
And she's
That's
talking-
the village she came from.
Oh, she came
Yeah.
from this village.
Oh,
That
yeah.
where we were. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, it seems like that's what happened.
Is anyone still alive?
A few. I think, we found maybe like half dozen, 8, or whatever it was.
She
A
looks
few.
at you and she just kind of she confides in you. If the chain left them alive, they're not the same anymore.
They did not seem to be in a good place, which is why I hesitated bringing the kids back right away.
They either fled into the woods, in which case perhaps we can save them. But if they were there for what they did, they're not the same.
I understand. Well, are you in a position to continue caring for the kids for at least a short while? I mean, we can leave you some supplies, but we don't have much on us either.
I'll watch them for as long as I need to, but it's just me here, and they have voracious appetites.
Should we take her back to the sanctum?
Does it seem like they have like? Does she have enough stuff for them, like blankets, pillows, stuff, or this?
They're probably sharing and stuff, but yeah.
And she does have a garden.
Their immediate health and safety is not in danger,
Nope.
kind of thing. Okay.
But they won't have much for. It's been a week, so
Right.
she's probably going through her winter stocks
Yeah.
and stuff.
We can bring you some supplies. It won't be right away, but we do have more friends that might be able to help out. I can't promise you much, but we can definitely do what we can.
Where are you from? This kind of benevolence is not found.
I think for both of our safety, we don't say too much about that. But just know that we're here to help, and I hope that we've shown that so far.
Helena, help me with this. And then I'll take out some of the other white fabric I have and like cut the ends of it. Help me tie these.
What are we doing?
Making like the fastest blankets ever.
I can tie real fast. My mom taught me.
Okay, you come do this.
Is this right?
No.
No, you're doing it wrong.
I'm sorry.
Watch.
I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
You're a kid. You'll learn.
Yeah.
That's what being a kid is about, is learning things.
I'm not a kid. I'm 8 years old.
Yeah, you're a kid.
I don't want to play.
It's not a game.
Oh my God. Oh my
Well, another job.
We need to go save the children. You're doing it wrong.
I can tie real good.
Okay, do it better.
She ties pretty good.
Okay.
Good job. Now you have someone to learn from.
The other kids.
Teach him.
I'm not a good teacher. I just am a doer.
But are you a shower?
Well, that's not how you live in life.
Am I gonna die?
No, but you need to help others. If you're going to strive,
Do you help others?
You can't always. Some crafts aren't meant for everybody, and like maybe that kid needs to just find.
Okay, but in
his
their
thing.
circumstance, they clearly need to learn how to help each other.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Hey,
maybe
look at
not
me! I
like-
can run real fast now. It's the kid you helped, and he's just running outside.
I think Torm was right.
You see another younger kid, and she's just poking the catholic. And ow! Ow! Ow!
I like it when we roleplay to
kids-
escape our reality.
kids-
Oh, it hurts.
What was that path go up above your house, up the mountains? How far does it go?
Just a short ways.
Oh,
I
right.
would ignore it.
Okay.
Do you know what's up there?
Just storage.
Can I inset that?
Sure.
Woo!
Okay.
I think that's a 21.
She seems to be withholding something from me.
Elena.
What?
Okay.
I'm making blankets. I'm
Yeah.
helping.
I'm helping too.
No.
Good job.
Dion, go with me.
I'm.
Go with me.
I'm just
Has
gonna
it been
walk
less
out the
than 10
door.
minutes?
So you walk outside and you see Aaron sitting there and he's just kicking a stone.
Cannon, I have.
Has it been less than 10
Aaron.
minutes?
Come with us for a minute.
Yeah, you've been making plans.
What?
We
I got
have
yelled
a
at for anything
mission
else, so.
I don't want any more bloody.
that only you can help me with.
I'm gonna like nudge my head towards Bjorn.
Oh, Bjorn, are you having one of your
Your problems.
Aneurysms? What?
are you having one of your big feelings?
Yes, he is.
God help you all when I'm gone.
Start heading up towards the storage.
Yeah.
Do you guys start heading out?
So does it?
Hey, what did you want?
I'm gone.
I know.
I did not go because I didn't hear all. I asked. She said that. Yeah.
I would hope that you guys kind of caught on.
Yeah, I'm
Keep
continuing
talking.
just to yeah.
Is she coming back in the house?
I think we're in. The
We were
house
all in the
running
house.
around. The
Look
baby-
how strong I am! And just drops a vase and just shatters.
Oh,
on the ground. Oh no! What have I done?
I'll go around. I'll mend it.
All the kids are like, oh, they all stop and they just look around and you magically mend the vase.
I pull a
It's just
quarter
weird.
out of one of their ears.
See, we can all do it.
Sleight of hand.
What's the,
So at
what's
this,
the-
Athrun, though, does take note of you fixing the vase.
And the kid's leg just.
Are you witches?
I wouldn't say witches. No.
I don't care.
I've heard that there are hags in these woods.
Well, I hope I don't look like that much of a hag. At least not yet. But like I said, we're from a ways away, and a hymn
Hogue?
bag. I don't know.
A hogue bag.
Hogue bag?
A hogue bag.
Where are you getting the?
Is that what it is?
A hig, but I said a hogue, and then you said bag, so I said hogue bag.
Okay. That derailed very quickly.
I don't know if these little I don't know what you can grow out here, but
We made blankets!
here's some apples and there's probably seed. You could probably grow the seeds in here. You look like you know how to grow things.
I know how to grow lots of things. I
Not
helped my
you.
mom in the garden.
Not you. Not you.
I can do this good though.
I give them to the woman.
Thank you.
Did he
Give
say
her
his
3
mom?
apples.
Mom's in the garden.
He helps his mom in
Oh,
the
he helps his
I
mom.
thought he said his mom's in the garden.
But like eat the apples. Don't just like take the seeds.
I'll make a pie.
That seems excessive.
That seems delightful.
What?
What did they find?
Yeah.
It's like, let's
What did they find?
I had no clue what you guys were even doing.
you head up the mountain. And at the top, you see a small wooden shack that's on the corner of this little plateau. You've walked for about 5-10 minutes.
Ah, crap.
The path leads further on, but this seems to be what she must have been withholding. You notice that there is a wood plank on the door, like sealing
So how long have we been walking? 'Cause
8 minutes.
8 minutes? Would you still say my detect magic's up? Last 10 minutes?
it. No, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
I'm gonna go head up to the door and use my axe as a lever and pop the
It's just
plank
a
off.
wood plank.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
then
not
I'll...
nailed. You just
Got it.
So okay. As you do, you hear this. You hear some rustling inside.
Legs.
I'm gonna pull out my book.
You just found her husband.
Put the bar back.
Who went?
Bar
who
back
all went?
on.
Then you hear this like scraping against the wood.
Should I blow it up?
No. Get away now.
I'm gonna.
Get away.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk a couple feet back and pull up my book. To a page.
I'm ready.
That's her husband.
That's what I was thinking.
You talking?
Oh, that's what you were thinking?
yeah.
It's not what I said?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
That's her husband.
Oh, she's married.
Well,
Husband
Not-
with the plague.
Yeah, Torn tried
We
telling
need to
you.
get away from here now.
big words on was.
Or he's the
Do we-
undead
Oh, she's
dad.
dead inside.
I plagued?
Where'd they all?
This seems like something you could handle, Bjorn.
Bjorn, describe the plague to us.
It's similar in ways to
You hear
the
this?
disease. Similar to the disease from
Man.
the Black Flint.
What?
We're going
As a
back.
player, I really don't know the finest details about the plague because anytime we
Okay.
thought we would encounter it,
Kill them.
we would fucking slaughter the village so it wouldn't spread.
All right, let's go back. If he gets out, I can do things.
It sounds like it's a thing. Maybe those things we fought.
Yeah, that.
Let's
yeah.
run back.
But you're still in the house, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you're
Uh-oh.
Just these
this
two.
side.
He's all sorts of hot and bothered now, and he might break out when we're not here.
I feel like we
They're
have
not
to do
that far away.
something. It's like,
You know
do
what?
we wait a couple
I'm gonna
of
look at
minutes?
Aaron and Normandy. You guys go back. I will stay
I
here.
no, because you're gonna have to get all hot and bothered with him and close up. You're gonna be smelling all over that plague. I can do this from a distance.
What can you do?
Magic! You've seen me.
He's got a point. We need to go.
I mean, like we go to a certain
who
distance.
can run the
I
fastest?
will be back.
Are you just running?
Yeah, I'm.
Good luck.
I'm going.
Should I stay?
No.
Yeah. Well,
All right, fine. I do this.
Leave the glass cannon
going-
by himself.
I'm going to go like 100 feet back, 120
You
feet
can't.
back.
So you're on an outcropping surrounded by mountains. So you could go back about, let's say, 40 feet.
I'd do that, and if it gets out, I'd like to ready spells.
Okay. You ready multiple spells.
I don't know which one I want.
Who's running?
Oh, Aaron
Me
and
and Aaron.
Oh,
Bjorn.
Aaron's not running. He doesn't want to perspire.
Okay, so you're running as fast as you can.
Yes.
oh, and then he starts picking it up as
Thank
he
you.
sees you like.
Be back soon.
I think he's got it, honestly. Okay, back down.
What did they?
I'm dead.
Oh, I don't know where they went.
Torin. Do you know?
Wait, where are your friends?
Oh, I think they stepped outside me for a breath of fresh air. Or maybe I hear them now.
She walks out and opens the door and doesn't see them. Where are they?
I know the big one said he needed to take a dump, so
You want us to go look?
They go together.
Yeah.
15 numbers, buddy system.
There's wolves out there.
A couple of moments pass, and Bjorn, you come booking it down the mountain.
Oh look,
pass.
there he is.
I'm gonna go straight up to Catherine.
Atherin.
Athrun, sorry. Athrun.
What? What were you doing up there? What were you doing up there?
Why?
He can get better.
Oh.
Athrun, I'm from here. Nobody else is from here.
He can get better. I know he can.
How?
Because he still knows who I am.
You think... What happens if he got out? And he does know who you are. And he comes to this shack. What happens to you then?
These children are not my concern. He is.
Oh shit.
What about your safety?
I don't care about that.
Then why didn't you go up there and join him?
Because her logic starts to break. I can't.
How are you gonna cure him?
Zone of truth.
So doesn't she know if you keep casting that?
Nope. It's only if she succeeds.
Well, she succeeded the first time.
No, if she fails. I'm sorry. If she fails, she knows that she's under the spell.
An affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive yet be very truthful. It doesn't say about whether or not the person knows otherwise.
Nope.
It just says an affected creature is aware of the spell.
Yep. It's only if she, like,
Okay, so like just so you know, like you keep casting these spells on them that it breaks their trust. Just like if you want to do that, you can.
She probably will tell. How are you gonna cure him?
I don't know.
Don't you think whatever he has will kill him?
Back to the shack.
Shut.
Athorin. Clink. You see the board kind of break slightly.
I shall stand my ground.
I'm going to, with my foot, draw a line in the sand.
Don't worry, we're only 10 minutes away.
You shall not cross this point.
So as you draw the line, you see kind of down on the sand. You notice like an elfin face just kind of looking up at you. All alone.
I have you.
You know, honestly, you and your friends have been giving me quite a lot of slack. Wouldn't it be a shame if in this pivotal moment, all that magic just stopped?
But then what would happen to your book? It'll be taken by the creatures. Nothing to tend after you. Symbiotic.
Well
that what it is?
played.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I've been learning. And you got some pretty fun spells in here.
You have no idea.
I will.
Is Normandy
Where's
still up
Normandy?
there?
Yeah.
Wait, did you... I go booking up the hill.
Because
He said
Be
he had it,
careful.
Doran.
One good punch will knock him out.
I'll go with Torin.
And now look, the party's splitting up again. Athorin, honestly, dear, there's just nothing we can do for him.
Athrun, there's only 2 people here who remotely know what he's going through. That's not a fate somebody should be subjected to.
What if he can be saved?
It's been at least 25 years since this started. Has anybody found anything? Do you have the resources to go out and find what he would need?
She just kind of looks down. You can't help him.
I can't.
As you're running up the hill, you hear something running beside you, kind of like through the bushes and stuff, until finally popping out, you see Thamarik.
Yeah.
This has been a crazy day, Torin.
I don't even know what's going on. All I know is our Normandy is up there by himself with somebody who is diseased, probably.
Morik?
Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
no.
brought Thamarik.
Yeah, no, Trevor was looking at me weird.
Have you been doing okay, though? I know you had to kind of stay back because nobody really knows what you are.
I'm not a big fan of the places that we've been here on the mainland. Is it gonna get me better?
I don't know, and probably not.
Probably not.
Maybe I should go back then. I don't know if this is a place for me.
Yeah, we're gonna go back.
Maybe we should reevaluate the structure of our group.
We've not seen the real plague. I wonder if this is what we've
There's the
experienced.
plague?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
We're on the mainland.
Oh, but still, I didn't think we'd encounter it on our first day.
Right?
Nothing surprises me
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, one way or the other, we should figure out what's going on.
All right. Well, you just let me know if you need anything.
Sounds good.
Good old Akabai.
Just stay safe. Yeah. Stay close, but stay
It's like
safe.
they won't even see me. And he just kind of slinks back into the foliage, and you can just absolutely see his blue features sticking through. Okay, you guys will reach the shack. Back with Atherin. She seems pretty broken. I think down here there's Helena and Whisper. Oh, and Aaron too.
I'm Bjorn.
And Bjorn. It was a good group. So you guys reach the shack at the top, and the door just kind of keeps hitting, but it doesn't look like it's going to break. Perhaps they're not strong enough.
Should we reinforce that door?
I suggest we open it.
So, she's real, like, doesn't want us to kill him. So, like, that's,
I
we
believe.
just, if we do it, we just have to, like, I just want you to know that it's going against her wishes. I don't know if you care.
I believe that her wishes benefit no one but herself, and it even hurts herself.
I agree.
I challenge that we open the door, we blow it up, we go.
Or if we just straight up, like, murk this guy, that may be the straw that breaks the camel's back and just throws her into this unrelenting spiraling depression, and she'll no longer be able to care for the kids.
What if we take care of him, but just tell her that we reinforce the door?
She knows that she speaks with him, so she'll know if he's not responding anymore. And at the very least, I'll go up to the door, and you said the bar had cracked a little bit, and I've got a lot of use out of this, but I'll just cast Mending. And
Mending's
just
the best.
Yeah.
Mending's the best.
It really
I
is.
love it.
And I'll just kind of taste it.
Atherin, it hurts. Did you bring any food?
I'm not Atherin, but I do have some food that you might be able to have. Is there like a crack under the door? I might be able to just slide some whatever under. Just whatever victuals I have.
Who are you?
You can just consider me a friend, a traveler. We're just passing through.
Is Atherin okay?
She is well, yes. And she's helped us out as well. Are you what's happened?
I'm sick.
Is it the disease that plagues the land?
I was told it only happens to those who covet darkness in their heart. Maybe that's true for me. But now all I want is for Athrun to be happy.
When did he get it?
How long have you been in here?
I'm not sure of the passage of time. But I know I've seen the sun rise and set quite a few times.
There's no way to live.
Is he getting worse?
There's no treatment or cure that we know of for this. Is there anything we can do to help you?
I won't let it take me like it's taken others. I'll make sure it doesn't come to that. Please watch over my love.
We can do what we can.
Now, do we trust that he will be able to
That was going to be my next
control
question.
that?
Yeah. If you'd like, we can help you reach the end that I believe you're looking for.
She would never forgive you.
I don't need her forgiveness.
This is a disease.
If you
Should
want,
I-
I can just say it was a request.
Should I just give him should I just give him a memento mori?
I mean,
Yes, but if he's still like in a state of mind, which it seems to be, I think it would be appropriate to bring her up and hear from him how he doesn't want to continue like this, and let her know from his mouth that this is his decision.
Or like he could I just don't know if there's control, but he could also just have it to eat
Sure, yeah,
when he chooses.
yeah, that's absolutely fine. I just didn't want Athrun to learn that her husband is dead all of a sudden.
what they would tell him.
No, he seems like he's still like
Right,
pretty
yeah.
with it.
I'm just saying it looks like he wants this to end, and I'd rather her have a chance
Did
to say
he say
goodbye.
now?
Down back at the base of the camp, Athrun starts to walk up. She doesn't trust you guys.
You want to go with her?
yeah,
I'll
I'm
stay
gonna-
with-
I'm
we
gonna
can
go
stay
with
the
her.
kids.
Teach him how to tie better.
Yes,
Athrun.
but it does
Actually,
bad things to him.
We
And like, he can only do so much. And
I
there's
start
less
teaching the other kids.
we
what-
may be
the
able
other
to
PCs. Like it, I don't remember
take you
exactly what it
someplace
was,
safe.
but it was not good.
you
He's
and
like,
the
"I can
children
do it, but
a
like,
place that is truly safe.
Does she leave?
Yeah, she.
Or-
Yeah,
Thwart?
I'm walking up
He
with her.
went with her.
Oh, you went, okay.
But he can't come, can he?
No, he cannot.
Maybe you should take the children then.
What do you
I
teach?
cannot force a decision on either of you, but depending on the consensus of my party, we may be able to do that.
I understand.
Did you stay back with the kids too?
I am so sorry for this inescapable suffering. It truly is a blight on our existence.
She goes up the stairs and she reaches the base of the shack. She sees all of you standing there. I assume that you tell her the decisions that you guys have come to. She kind of nods and she goes, "Leave me alone. Like, leave me."
okay, we'll take a few. I mean, I definitely want to be within view of what's going on, but we can definitely
Out
give her
of
space.
earshot.
Yeah.
He doesn't know about the the mushroom and everything. Are we telling her about? Are we giving one to her?
I think in the explanation of everything going on, we would have offered her options. I think that would have been one of them.
Yeah. So I don't know.
She does look at each of you and goes, "I need to be alone."
Yeah. So we'll just go back down, kind of to where we can see her to the base.
Yeah.
And wait.
She talks for what seems like a very long time. A couple hours pass and darkness begins to set in over the small hovel. But after about 2 hours, she comes down weeping, but she just kind of shakes her head.
All right, Veer, if you wanna, and I'll just kind of gather her up and just hold on to her for a minute while Veer goes back to the shack.
Well, I just gonna take out my one vial and take out like my tweezers and and put it in the one mushroom into like the tiny vial and cap it and hand it to her.
She's not going back.
Oh no, she wants you to go do it.
Oh, give it to him?
Yeah.
I thought you'd already given it to him, so.
No.
Okay.
She didn't. I don't even know if she wanted us to. Like, I didn't even know if she agreed to it.
Well,
She just did.
Yeah, that was.
I think that was like the.
Okay, Torin, you want to come? 'Cause,
Sure.
like, I haven't talked to him. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Here, you give it.
Okay, I'll take the mushroom and go back up.
Okay.
All right. And I slide the vial underneath the door.
Will she be safe?
As much as we can guarantee, yes. You've made a nice little house for yourself out here. It's well hidden. It's protected some children.
That's my Atherin. She knew the danger was coming. She always seems to know when it's coming. You're not from here, are you?
No. Well, kind of.
No. I could tell. Who would help a stranger? Not on the mainland, that's for sure. Where are you headed?
Honestly, not quite sure yet. We've got a lot of, like I said earlier, we've got a lot on our plate. Lots of little things that we need to try and take care of. We've got some, honestly, I don't know. One step at a time. We're trying to do what we can to help Tyve. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of terrible, terrible things happening, and we have some tricks up our sleeve that might be able to change the fate of what's happening to this place.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Wishful thinking, I know, but I think we've got to try at the very least.
You know they call this place the land of forgotten wars.
I've never heard that.
That's what my grandmother used to say.
Did you have any stories about those wars that were forgotten?
No one remembers them. No one knows what happened so long ago. But the spirits of this place, they're damaged. They watch us. I think they laugh when we die, when we get sick.
Why do you think that?
What god would let us live in such a place?
That's a very good point.
If you aren't from here, you should know that the closer you get to the light, the stronger the shadows.
I've heard something similar to that, and I appreciate the help. And I can help you. And I'll slide the vial underneath the door. Inside that vial is just one small little mushroom, and it will give you a very quick and very painless death.
I appreciate that more than I deserve.
I don't think so.
Oh, you don't know. You're going to meet people. Be careful who you trust. Even the ones that seem like they'll help you. Friends. Brothers. You can't trust them here.
I think the only way to move ahead is to start trusting, but I'll take your words to heart.
You shouldn't trust this guy. And like, guess things just like bust out and what?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
You've done enough.
Very well.
You hear the pop open, but you don't know if he takes it.
Sure.
So Dustin, while all that was happening, I'm with the kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, children, I'm going to teach you a game my gram taught me. Here, you are what we call the mark. You're going to have this handkerchief in your pocket. Now, you two, I want you to act like you're fighting over here as loud and make as much noise as you can. And your job is going to be to grab the handkerchief away from the mark while the mark looks at the fight. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's really fun.
What is
and,
this awesome?
and if you can get the handkerchief without him finding you, you might get to keep it. Here we go. And after you learn this game, we'll play Help, I Think I Lost Me Mummy.
Are you just watching this?
He's just creating a new Thieves Guild.
This is how we grab.
Can we give him inspiration for next game? Please? That is amazing.
Help me grab and entertain me.
That is so good. Oh my god. That's good. That's really good.
So as you walk down,
I would at that point, because we still don't know a lot about what this disease is. I think after I hear the vial pop, the same thing I did back in episode 2 at the farmhouse. I'll just grab onto the door frame, and it will start to blacken and crack and smoke under my hands, and then flame will start to take hold, and I'll walk away as I live.
Well, you don't know if you took it.
Exactly. One way or the other, he's done.
Here.
Yeah.
Wait. No.
I changed my mind.
I want to live.
You start hearing screams halfway down the
If
mountain.
we don't burn something down, like, have we played?
Yeah.
Like, Allie, how
That village made it away from us scot-free, so we gotta burn something
It's like
down.
the mushroom takes a minute to
It
take
doesn't.
full
It's,
effect.
it's literally like the most deadly thing in the Undying Lands.
Oh.
It's like a pretty
So
quick.
as you head down the black flames kind of burning, you see you're with Athrun. She kind of falls and starts to cry. But I would say that at this, the group kind of consoles her, and slowly you walk back toward the archway leading back toward. Well, you probably want to stay the night, I would assume.
Yeah, at her
Yeah,
place.
it's in the evening. So as you start to kind of settle down for bed, you hear something in the woods. Kind of just you hear this, like, it sounds like trees snapping, and like you actually hear one tree just kind of. It's about 10 o'clock at night.
There's still one kid missing.
That knocked down a whole tree?
So I'm gonna say it does most of you are getting ready for bed and stuff. So like this is.
I'm not.
Can you see? What was that? Can you look into the darkness?
How far away does it sound?
It sounded pretty far away.
Okay, I'll start going to the edge of the forest and see if I
You're
can.
gonna leave the
Into the
hovel.
clearing?
Just to the edge, so I could still like see
So
everyone.
you walk out of the hovel, you walk over toward the edge of the woods, and you kind of peer into the darkness. It's very dark. Like, even though the Athelion is like, you can see it in the distance between the trees, the darkness that has fallen it's almost like a smog that's covering the light. Almost like you can only see like pinions of the light bursting through the shadows. Give me a perception check.
As she thinks she sees something, right before she rolls, like in a scary movie, you hear the ominous music, and it's like, hold on, right before you roll.
Oh,
And she's looking, and right behind her, Helena comes up to her and she goes, "Hey, what you doing?"
do I get advantage?
And she's gonna cast light. Like, what you looking for? And she's gonna cast light to help you. So yes.
Because we're
So I'm gonna guide
yes,
you.
let's-
So yes.
Are you helping or are you casting light?
Yeah.
Well, that's my guiding. I'm helping her.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
There's a big, mean, scary something in the woods. Do you want to put a beacon right on you?
Are you using your primeval awareness to give me advantage, or are you just coming?
Or you
and
Touching her,
light.
lighting her.
It's like, what you doing?
No, I'm not bringing. I'm not like lighting.
If you
out
light her up, it
forest.
will likely alert whatever's in the woods.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not like doing that. Like I'm just. I'll guide her. I don't want to bring attention
Are you
to us.
casting guidance or the other?
The primeval.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what. Much better.
Yes.
7.
So you peer through the darkness, and so like you're out here. So you go, "What's going on?" You look around,
My light
and
is
you
my.
notice
That's what I'm trying.
that as you peer through the woods, you see this hunkering, huge figure moving through the woods. You hear the sound of metal clanging against the trees, and it just like it's walking through the trees, and trees are literally falling as it's just walking through.
I'm gonna message to Torin that have you gone to bed yet? No, right?
No.
I think this is a chain guy and he's coming this way.
See what you can do to guide them away from the kids. Distract him.
Is he coming
The
towards
kids
us?
need
Or-
to leave.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
walking
not
through the
coming.
woods.
He's just walking.
is he coming towards us though?
He hasn't seen you yet. Would have if you cast light.
Okay, so I will.
I just meant that's my guidance. Is my light going through them?
So I'll message Torin to come outside of the house, but like, and I'm gonna walk back to the house because we're like 30 feet.
Mhm.
Okay, and then we'll talk. Like, come right. Like, we're gonna talk quietly. I'll message you that. So it's going this way. Is there still a fire burning?
Through the chimney? Yeah.
This chimney, and how about the mountain? Where
That's smoldered out.
good. Put out the fire inside immediately.
Okay. Yeah,
What's that known? I can't sleep.
Shut up!
Someone, can you make these kids sleep?
We're gonna play a game. It's called I'm going to open my book. I have a story. Look at them.
Maybe don't
Draw a
get to
circle
where-
and like and like a bunch of Z's and cast sleep.
They're gonna fall
So
asleep.
what are these things? Like, do we know what
I think
they
they're
are?
humanoid,
I think
They're
they're
just
humans.
humanoid?
Yeah.
Okay.
but I don't know.
Oh, this thing.
So
yeah,
are
we
you
know.
still out there watching it so you don't lose it, or did you go back to?
Yeah, no, I'm not losing it right now.
Okay, so it keeps walking toward the east, and then it just stops. It slowly just starts turning, and then it turns the other direction. One, two,
smells us.
three, four, five, six, seven, eight, seven, He takes another step toward the east. And then it turns back and kind of looks in your general direction. 7. And our game comes to an end.
No, does it know there's 7 kids?
Or 7 of us.
7 of us.
That are not from the mainland.
I don't know. There's also 7 children.
Right.
There were 8 children, and now there's only 7.
But he went 8 and then he went back to 7.
I know. There were 8 children.
Everyone in that town's dead.
I'm so fucking scared right now. I can't breathe. I'm hyperventilating.
Well, the kids are asleep, so if they die,
Oh,
they
so
won't
we have
know.
to do a light. We have to.
Light
We have
roll,
to do light
yeah.
and dark.
I don't know.
All right, I'll say it. Light.
Aaron was either neutral or dark.
What was your? Why were you dark?
Let's go neutral. then.
Yeah, I wouldn't say dark.
That
Belina?
you know of.
Helena, light.
What?
Neutral.
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 Neutral at best.
She vacillated a lot that game.
Normandy?
Neutral or light?
Probably neutral.
I think
Closer to neutral.
Torn, light, severe.
I think I was more light than I normally am, but I
Yeah.
still
Yeah,
don't know if
you
I
were.
would. I don't know if I would say.
You made them blankets.
Light. I did.
That's right.
And then I did yell at them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but kids
Yeah,
need
but that's
yelling at.
whatever.
Won't leave any
They
lasting
deserve
damage.
it.
Whisper?
Neutral.
Okay.
But I
That's
still
a
think
neutral game.
Yeah, but you
I
got
think
those
I was
kids'
probably
games.
neutral overall still.
That's our first neutral game, right?
Yeah.
In
One
a
of two.
long time.
I will have to. I did not write down what
Last
happened
game
last
was
game.
light.
It was
Last game was
light.
light.
Okay.
Oh, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
All right, yeah.
But we will be playing our
Oh,
game.
good
But
setup.
we will be playing Halloween D&D
That's
a
what
few
I
days before next
I,
week.
Yeah,
missed-
but no
I
one
didn't hear
sees
you
that.
say it.
No, but just for everyone here. But
Well,
yeah,
so when
Good. Bye, gang.
Bye,
when we
everybody.
go to
Beat this
to our
down.
little clubhouse and we get
The smoke, grey clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light. But I have ne'er seen their like, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. Steel your courage to the mast, or throw it on the pyre. The cold, sharp winds bring pain and death, these harsh lands we survive. Our warmth, it comes from hearth and home, but never from the skies. Oh, Tyve, 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 you'll never leave alive. This place is all our prison, but one where you can thrive. And you can wail against those gods and pillage, scream, and fight. But fear the darkness in this land, for it is born of light. Oh, Tyve, 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 we're proud to be alive. And you can say we've lost our minds, or laugh and call us mad. But this place has become our home, so you'll never see us sad. The smoke, grey clouds of fire and ash that burn the skies of Tyve. Mountains of iron, seas of bone, in hardships we must strive. Though I still know the songs from yore of virtue, hope, and light. But I have ne'er seen their sight, for darkness is our plight. Oh, thrum, thrum, hear the hum of heartbeat, chain, and ire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire. We'll pour a drink for Tyve, our love, until we all expire.